live. I mean, as soon as I go live, like within seconds. We got emails coming up of people, stuff that I have posted on, I guess it was Facebook and some other stuff. Now is when people are starting to comment on it. So it comes up while I'm live, so it's distracting. So I can't thank enough, So we're going to have people coming in off of satellite radio, PSX radio. We're also on YouTube Music. So you can find this other podcast there. There was a guy that mentioned something on there. He was like, "Oh, I can't find it." Well, because he didn't type in Mean Machine. You got to type in Mean Machine 973 if you're coming in through a satellite, through your browser or your phone, where it works on iPhone and it also works on Android. And or you could just go into YouTube. If you have YouTube Music, you go into that tab and under podcasts, you put in the Mean Machine Talk Radio Show. Or just Mean Machine Talk Radio, and it will come up because I'm looking right at it. But like I said, so I'm getting all sorts of stuff coming from different venues. But we have got a lot of followers and subscribers on YouTube this week. We're kind of stepping away and pivoting away a little bit from the Twitch and the Kick thing. I actually took it off of Kick this evening because it's just not something that I have time for. It needs to be cultivated the correct way, the proper way. And I just don't have the time as being one person. Now I could get my cousin Vinny or somebody else to kind of do that, but we're kind of getting away from that. The Twitch thing, we're not really doing any gaming anymore. I tossed my Xbox 2 weeks ago, and you know what? I couldn't be happier. I'm less stressed. I could care less about Madden 24 coming out whatsoever. I saw the beta. It's absolutely horrific. And I got bored with it. So I'm not even playing it anymore. Don't really care about it. Maybe I'll play it in the future. Maybe I'll get it on PC or something. But as far as the new season and all that, and I don't even give a shit that Mean Joe Green came out as a gold knight. I don't care. Not playing it anymore. It's been more than 2 weeks and I couldn't be happier. So sorry if that disappoints some people, but hey, that's how the cookie crumbles, man. Do your thing, I'll do mine. But we do have some gift cards that we're going to give out for like the best dad jokes. Now, people are going to be coming in on satellite radio. Like I said, we don't have the hookup where you can hear what they're saying. We haven't gotten that far yet, but we're getting there. So if you're going to partake in that, you have to type in either the Twitch chat or the YouTube chat, not Facebook. I took it off of Facebook tonight and Twitter. It might come up there as an edited version during the week, but as far as the live is concerned, there's way too much going on, and I'm spreading myself a little bit too thin. So anyway, that's why that is. So you have to catch us. So obviously, you could either hear me if you're watching, then you can see me, obviously. Yeah, why wouldn't we have a power surge, right? Amazing. Yeah, we have a little bit of a storm out there. So if you can hear me, we might have lost video, but I think it's back up now, I think. Or it should be. That's the way the cookie crumbles, baby. Hmm. Interesting, right? I didn't even get the words out of my mouth. We have a power surge because of I don't know. There's like I guess I just saw some lightning outside. Of course, it's been nice all day. As soon as we go on with it, when we go on 6 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago, power surge. So we already lost one monitor is gone, and I think we still have one, but I think we're still live. Uh, in any event. Yes, I know I disappeared. And you're typing on there that I disappeared, which I wouldn't have been able to see if I was disappeared. But that's okay. Uh-huh. So if you can hear my voice, you understand why. Yeah, we just had a power surge. There's a something going on outside. I have a few monitors in front of me, and hey, the show must go on. I mean, the TV that's behind me, it's been working all week. About 30 minutes before we went live, it decided that it doesn't want to go on. I mean, it's on, but the feed isn't working. I mean, we have so much electronic shit going on. And being that I'm a one-man gang, I do the best that I can, but it's impossible to know what's going to happen right before you go live. And it's something always happens. But like I always say, you got to keep going, man. So this gigantic monitor that cost this is about 600, about $500-600 this monitor. It's just basically a big paperweight right now, but I can see myself on this one over there, and we have the ones that are behind me that was not affected. It looks like it was just one of the strips anyway. We didn't lose the audio feed, which is nice considering that we pay out of the ass for that. So anyway, tomorrow is Father's Day. We're going to keep going anyway. If I get this monitor back, great. If not, well, the hell with it. But it's been a crazy week. Now, I mentioned that we're going to be giving out gift cards to for the best dad joke. So you would have to type that in the chat. I can see the chat on this one monitor. So if you're in Twitch or Kick, it should come up for me, and I'd be able to see it. Now, is it going to work? I don't know. We're already getting like things are starting to shudder and shake. It's absolutely fucking. Yeah, baby. Welcome to my world. So we're having power surges because the weather is shitty outside right now. So that's what happens. So the mic is on, the mic is off. Actually, I think we'll be all right. I will work through anything. I don't care if they drop a bomb. I'll get through this show if it fucking kills me. I swear to God, everything and anything that possibly could happen happens. I don't know, man. I'm Catholic and I pray. I don't understand why this stuff happens to me, but you know what? It is what it is, baby. So we still have a monitor out, but that's okay. I've dealt with worse. Anyway, so we're like I was saying, if we don't cut out again, is that we have some gift cards that we're going to give out for the best dad jokes. Now, if you're coming in through satellite radio, I can hear you. The people that are watching through YouTube will not be able to hear you, so I will relay it. If it happens to be that you're the one that's partaking or you're up, let's say, for the trivia question, you know, when we spin the wheel and we do that, which is coming up in a little bit. If it's a dad joke, it's got to be a dad joke. Now, I'm not saying you have to be a father to come up with a good one, but whoever has the top, I'm going to say the top three, we're going to give out two $10 ones, and maybe a $20 one for the best one. I was probably going to start the show with that. Now I'm going to end it with that because I have some serious stuff to talk about a little bit later on too. Now, part of it, with what it says here, and you could see it if you're looking in through YouTube. It says Father's Day special, sports talk, best dad jokes get gift cards, and then it says bonus, the eternal winning strategy. It's true. It works. It has never not worked, and maybe some people know about this, and maybe they don't. I'm going to share for you. This is going to be my Father's Day gift from me to you guys out there. Now, you don't have to be a parent to get it. You can be a guy or girl. It doesn't matter. It's I'm in a good mood because I am a dad and I'm a good dad. And there's a lot of good dads out there, past and present. I lost my dad almost 10 years ago. So I know what it's like for those that are out there that can empathize and sympathize. I get it. But you know what? If you're a good father, every day is Father's Day. You know what I mean? If you sacrifice for your children, it doesn't matter what the calendar says. We know. And the same thing goes for Mother's Day, too, for all the good parents that are out there, for the ones that are not with us anymore and the ones that are currently with us. So anyway, but as it is, Greek calendar, baby, tomorrow's our day. So that's our Father's Day special. And I have, like I said, the eternal strategy to winning. Now, this is going to be based on more or less online, internet, how to deal with certain things, but it's the ultimate way to win. You can never lose. And the best part about this is that it lasts forever. You know, when you post something online, you know, once you do it or you record it or anything, and as soon as you hit send, as soon as you hit post, whatever you want to call it, they say that it's up there forever, right? Well, I'm glad that it's going to be. So for all eternity, people will be able to see what I had to say on June 17th, 2023, the night before Father's Day. And you're going to have to stay tuned for that. I can't divulge that right this second, but I'm telling you, your life will be enhanced by it. It will work, and you can thank me later. You could drop some comments in the chat and stuff like that. I see you, Rob. How you doing? So anyway, like I said earlier, we definitely want to be able to talk about happy stuff in comedy. We're going to do a little bit. We got some Steelers stuff to go over. Lots and lots of sports fans that were coming in from the stuff that I posted this week. Now, if you're not following us on Twitter and you don't know what we're doing from one day to the next, by the way, it's the same handle on everything: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. It's Meme Machine 973. If you're trying to find us, it's on PSX Radio, which is satellite. So what do? If you have a satellite hookup, you put in Meme Machine, the Meme Machine Talk Radio Show, or Talk Radio, or whatever it is. You could use different ways of entering it. It should come up. We tried it in a few different ways, and it worked every time. There was one guy, he was a jackass. He was like, I can't find it. Okay, well, I'm seriously that he could find his ass with two hands. You know what? I swear. There has to be a hell. You want to know why? So we'd be able to recognize heaven. I swear. It's just that some people are just like jackasses. I don't know what it is, but and then we had like a lot of comments on a lot of our YouTube, the different things that I posted, whether it was something like me, like something from live video, whether it was a cut or an edit or a reel, a short, whatever you want to call those, that we put on there as shorter videos. That's getting a lot of attention, which we're very happy about. I appreciate that very, very much. I went without the sunglasses tonight. I had them on before. I'm just going to be me tonight. Nah, I'm always me, but visually me. Anyway, so what that means is we're going to have some fun tonight, but it's also going to be a little bit of an education. Like, God forbid you learn something, but I have a lot to offer as far as life experience, and I am going to make sure that you guys hear it. So anyway, we're going to take a quick break. We do have to do that. We have a couple of new sponsors that we're going to make mention of. Actually two off air, one on air. That's what they paid for. That's what they're getting. And I met a lot of nice people. I was driving around a little bit this week, and I talked to different people. Not so much like, hey, I'm the Meme Machine or whatever. Just me being myself. Whether I walked into a store or I passed by somebody or whatever the case may be. And it really is amazing on all the different types of people, no matter what they look like. A lot of people have the same thing in common, and you don't know until they open their mouth or, they, engage conversation with you or dialogue or whatever. And it's really amazing because it's not always you can't judge a book by its cover. I'm telling you, new and old, boy or girl, or whatever it was. And I was very pleased. I was very happy about that. Like I said, I'm not perfect, far from it, and nobody is. But to be the most perfect you is, I guess, what we all achieve, or we all strive for. So if you could achieve it, great. If not, don't give up. Keep trying. Don't give up on it. It's worth it. And I put something up on our Facebook page, actually my personal one, so you guys aren't going to be able to see that. But the Meme Machine Facebook page I'll put up tomorrow. But it was like an ode to to fathers out there, for all the good fathers. And it says it's the toughest job. Fatherhood is the toughest job you'll ever love. It's true. I speak from experience, and I know because I'm a son, I'm a father, I'm a brother, I'm an uncle, I'm a godfather 2 times over. I'm a human being, man, and it's nice. Now, I wanted to address something really quick, and it's funny, and I'll probably have to mention this again a little bit later on, and I don't mind doing that, but people asked about the windscreens. That's what these are called, by the way, in case you didn't know. How come you have a different color? Like, they thought that it was just like, it was dirty, you had to wash it or something like that. Like, no, you don't wash them. You can with alcohol, but that's not really what the reason why we change, or I change to different colors from different days. Now, I had somebody that asked, and they said to me, they're like, well, how come you do that? Like, why is there different colors? Are you just trying to, mix it up or whatever? It's actually it's not an old broadcasting trick. It's not a old, it's not a DJing thing or an announcer thing. It actually was from when I learned this, when I first started DJing, which was in the 80s. I was a young kid, and as a DJ, sometimes you're doing weddings and proms, mobile stuff. That's how I cut my teeth. And we would do sometimes something called breaks of the band. In other words, there would be a band, like let's say it's a wedding, so they have a DJ that fills the time with different music, no matter what it might be, and then you would the band would take over. But the band has to take breaks. They can only go for so long, maybe 30, 40 minutes, something like that. They need to take a break, and then that way there's no dead air. The DJ comes in anyway. A lot of those guys that I met back in the day in the 80s and early 90s, I noticed that they always had different colored things. And I saw that from other, because back then you used to have to, there was no internet. So you had to, there was people with camcorders and this and that, and they would record their own stuff, so they could submit it to, for different people if they want to get gigs or get jobs. As a band or whatever, for a wedding, for a prom, whatever it might be, any kind of event, whatever was going on, that's what they did. So to be able to differentiate, to know what you were doing from one day to a next, or to go back, if you couldn't number them, or remember the numbers on the bottom, the little, the time code and everything, sometimes that got screwed up, or the date was wrong or whatever. How do you know which one was what day or whatever? Because you're all wearing a tuxedo. I mean, you wear that every time you went. How do I know who's who? And everyone's got the same friggin' haircut and so on and so forth. They would change the color of their windscreens. And depending on what color it was, you could figure out what week of the month it was, or if you did multiple ones during the week, what day of the week it was. For example, W would be for white, and white would be near the end of the week. Yellow would be the last day of the week, because Y, right? W, X, Y. If you used blue or green, that would be like Monday would be blue and Tuesday would be green or whatever, or week 1 of the particular month or whatever would be blue, and then the next one was green. That's how they knew, B comes before G, G becomes before P. So if they had blue, green, purple, that kind of thing, whatever the color was, as the week or the days of the week got longer, or you did more shows or whatever it was, whether you were being recorded or not, that's how they knew which ones to go back and edit them, which day was what, without any audio. If you only had, obviously you could hear what you're saying, because nobody's going to say, hey, the date is blah, blah, blah. We don't know. There could have been 15 weddings that you did, or shows or events that you did in 1989 or whatever it was. But if you looked at what color the windscreen was, that would help you be able to find it without there being audio hooked up. So now you know something that, I don't know what you could do with that type of information, but at least you'll be able to understand why that is. So there's a little something maybe you didn't know 5 minutes ago that you know now. Not the best thing in profit or value, but it is true. Little tricks of the trade that we did. Anyway, I am going to take a break. It's usually just a 5-minute break, and that's the rules, baby. So we're going to do that, and when we come back, we're going to start with some of the dad jokes. I'm going to read. We have a new thing that we kind of started by accident. I named it just accidentally last week. It's a little part of the show called Emails from Females. That's right. I get a lot of females that, males too, but, we're concentrated on females because it rhymes. And there's some good ones, some very flattering, some are just wackadoo cuckoo, which I love. If you're psycho, I like that even more so. But anyway, most of it's very flattering and everything. I'm not going to go through all of them and try to like build myself up, in front of the entire world here. However, they are good. So emails from females is coming up. We're going to go over. Remember, I have to have jackass of the month, jackass of the week. It's the same person because they're always jackasses. And when you piss off a Sicilian Scorpio, such I am, I'm a man of my word. So I'm going to tear them up and roast them up a little bit and share my screen. You already know who they are. If you watch any of our other shows and subsequent shows, we're going to do that as well. Entire month, every show I have, I'm going to tear them up for being the way that they're screwing people. And I'm going to let you know. I have the emails to prove it. We're going to do that in a little while. We're going to talk about some sports stuff. We're going to do some Super Bowl trivia. Plenty of things. Got to wait a little while for that the eternal message that I'm going to give you on how to win forever, to have that winning strategy forever. It is not bullshit. It is true. And it was probably right under your nose and you never knew it. Sometimes you have to look within rather than look out to find the actual answer of the question that you're trying to, sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you need another set of eyes to help you with something like that. A different perspective, a different person. That's my Father's Day gift from me, the Meme Machine, to you. We'll be back in 5. Don't go anywhere. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. I'm in a good mood, baby. You know what that means. That's right. Berserker. Back in 5. Don't go anywhere. This is the Meme Machine, live Saturday night, the night before Father's Day. Be right back. All right, I am back. Well, we got the one monitor to go back on. I guess that's good news. No, the camera won't work. The other one. It's amazing. You know what? You have to continue to go on because you're always going to have these type of issues, it seems like. It happens, man. But you know what? I can handle anything that's thrown. I mean, we're talking about like top quality stuff too. This is not like garbage, like shitty stuff. I mean, we're talking like top of the line cameras, top of the line, and it's just staring at me with a big bird, a big middle finger. It's funny. That's okay. Good thing we have 5 backup cameras. Anyway, no sunglasses tonight. So, time for some emails from females. So I'm going to read some. And as I get older, it's just reading glasses. Is nothing. How many fingers do I have up? Yeah, no, I know. And I could hear people that are actually talking on the thing there. They say, well, you're late. Yeah, I know. I was late. The eternal words of what my girlfriend told me in high school. I'm late. That kind of thing. There's a dad joke for you. So for those that were waiting for that, you're going to get some dad jokes in a minute. Now, I have people that are probably trying to compile stuff, and they're going to be typing in the chat, and I'm going to be hearing them through the hookup, through YouTube Music, the podcasts. But so I have some. Yup, I write down emails. Well, I mean, I point them out. I have it printed. Emails from females. Here we go. And this goes back from last Sunday and Monday. During the middle of the week, it was not as active, and then it picked up again on Thursday. And last week we had someone. So it was people they were reaching out. They actually needed help with certain things. It was wow. We're on a hell of a delay on YouTube. Holy smokes, that's like a big time delay. It might be the only thing that's working tonight is me. All right. Hi there, Mead Machine. Here's actual email. Hi there. I got it right here. Hi there, Mead Machine. This is coming from Janice. Janice is in, let's see if she signed her name here, or where she was from. Right outside Kansas City. So is that Kansas City, Kansas, or Kansas City, Missouri? I guess when people say Kansas City, they automatically think Missouri. I would think. I don't know. It just says from outside, near Kansas City, which is fine. Doesn't matter. Janice. Love your show. I'm a subscriber, and so I call. How did she put this here? I called my family and had them subscribe, or else. All right. Hey, look, man. We're from Jersey, so that's cool. If you want to threaten them, that's always nice. Yeah, and they're going to like us one way or another, right? Is that the way it works? Anyway, so so she said, well, if I may, I would like to talk about more music. Do I type into the chat, or do I just tell you? Well, I mean, you could tell me, ask in the email, I guess. But, if you want to, during live chat, obviously when you're watching our videos, it's already past tense when you're on, when it's on YouTube or you're watching it on Twitch TV or whatever as a rerun, because when you go into Video Producer, that's what they do. Because I have to approve it and put it in for VODs and all this other kind of stuff. So, that's the amazing part about that actually is that you can mix that around and edit. But if you make a short out of something, because to answer your question, Janice, yeah, I mean, we could talk about whatever, but you would have to type it in the chat if I'm live, which is only on Saturday nights. It's Eastern Standard Time. I'm not sure where you are. If that's Central Time, I'm pretty sure it is. So obviously it would be we would be 1 hour ahead of you, I think. So you would have to catch it at 8 a.m. or 8 a.m. Hello. And I don't even drink. 8 p.m. if you're an hour behind us. It's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's New York, New Jersey time is when we're live. So anyway, yeah, we could do that. But you'd have to type in the chat, or you'd have to let me know on through the radio hookup. It doesn't say here if I guess that you're doing it through YouTube, which is fine. But thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you for following us on Facebook. It's the same handle and everything. It's Mead Machine 973. And I noticed that she's also, if it's the same person with the little squiggly hair, little icon there, then you're following me on on Twitter as well. So that's pretty cool. Thank you. That's actually the best way to get us. Because it's easy to post on there what we're going to be doing from one day to the next. So that's pretty cool. And I have favorite movies, and I like the older music as well, even though I'm only 26. Hey, more power to you, Janice. I feel the same way. It's nice to know that someone in your age group can appreciate the fact that music today kind of sucks and there's nothing really original, very few and far between. Um, yeah, I mean, you don't even have to go back to like the 70s or the 80s or anything. Like you just 15 years ago, it was a lot better, even maybe even a little bit longer than that. But anyway, keep up the good work and thank you so much. Appreciate it. Go Steelers. Oh, she's a Steeler fan. All right, cool. Go Steelers. Fucking A. Absolutely. So that's pretty cool. Thank you, Janice. I appreciate the email. Emails from females. All right. So here's another one. This is from, does this say Bernie? Yeah, Bernice, it says. Bernice is in upstate New York. It says, I'm not going to give the town, but it's in upstate New York. So New York, essentially. Hi, Bernice. It says here, would you mention my name when you're live? I just did. Hi, Bernice. It's the Meme Machine, baby. How you doing? I like your style, and you're different from a lot of the other stuff that I see because it's not just sports stuff. You're kind of all over with everything, but I like that. Ain't that the truth? Our niche is that we don't have a niche. I mean, we just don't. And that sometimes hurts our, I've said this before, our viewability, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. So be it. I know I confuse the hell out of the YouTube algorithm because it thinks that I'm a sports show, and then it thinks it's movies. We're all over. It's about life, baby, and life encompasses all those things, right? So I hate labels. I hate to be one thing. Now, would I get a ton more subscribers and everything all piling in at the same time? Sure, I'm sure I would, because that's what they're looking for. And if they stray, they stray. But being well-rounded and having a show that's inclusive of all different types of opinions and genres and topics and everything, I believe, because I have scatterbrain and I kind of bounce around from one thing to the next. Why not? So instead of saying, well, just Tuesdays are sports and just Major League Baseball is just Wednesdays, and we're going to be talking about just music and Beyonce on Thursday or whatever. What if you don't feel like talking about it? What if the group of people that are typing in the chat or that are coming in want something else? I mean, why would I say, nope, sorry, Wednesday is Steelers stuff only, or the Giants, or, we're talking about NBA basketball that night. No, it's going to be whatever you guys want it to be. I'm the vehicle that gets you where you want to go. It's essentially your show. I'm just a conductor. I'm just the host. So it's basically, I start out with a regular format, which is none. And spontaneous, fly by the seat of my pants. It's the way I've always rolled. And the show takes us where it takes us. I'm in my element. I'm very comfortable in doing what I do because even though I didn't do it for 11 years, and now I'm back. It's like riding a bike. You've heard that before. And by the way, I hate these stupid little sayings. By the way, thank you very much, Bernice, for your email. I appreciate it, for partaking in emails from females. There's a few other ones that I got. Some are wackadoo, which I prefer, actually. But I wouldn't say prefer. I don't mind, I should say. But, like very flattering and everything. And, I love your voice and you remind me of this one. And I wasn't alive when you did Miami Dolphins radio, but I wish I was. And I would have listened to you, even though I'm not a Dolphin fan. And well, neither am I. But I worked with those guys, 70s and 80s Dolphins guys used to come in all the time. They didn't know who I was. I was a nobody then. So I was a gopher. I was an intern. I just did like sports scores and stuff like that. I didn't I went to some of the games and everything. I got tickets for like Monday night games when the Steelers would come down when I was living in South Florida. This is like the 90s, though. It was a while ago. People now aren't going to know who I am. Maybe their parents. Yeah, it's Father's Day. We got some Father's Day corny jokes, man. The butter's simmering. So I actually have one of those. So that's pretty much it for... we're going to keep this more like Father's Day stuff. So it's more or less... emails from females. We'll have to continue on next Saturday, but keep them coming though. I like it. Keep them coming. All right, so here we go. Here's my dad joke. All right, I don't care if this camera ever works ever again. Fuck that camera. So, Scott goes to the doctor. And he goes, "Hey doc," he goes, "This is his regular doctor," and he goes, "Doc, look," he goes, "I cannot get any sleep whatsoever." Doctor goes, "Well, what's the problem?" He goes, "I keep having these weird dreams that turn into nightmares." He goes, "Well, can you expand on that a little bit? What are you talking about?" He goes, "Well, I'll go to sleep on any given night, and let's say it's Monday night," and he goes, and I'm fine. And then the next night, I dream that I'm a teepee. Doctor goes, "What do you mean a teepee?" He goes, like actually like an Indian teepee. He goes, "Yeah, a teepee." He goes, "The next night, I think I'm going to get some rest, and then I wake up in a sweat and disoriented because I think I'm a wigwam." Doctor goes, "Like an Indian, like a wigwam, like Indians wigwam." And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "So next night, I'm a teepee again. The night after that, I'm a wigwam. I can't get any sleep." So the doctor goes, "All right, let me check you out." He checks him out. He goes, "I'm telling you, doc, I'm either a teepee or I'm a wigwam. A teepee or a wigwam." The doctor looks at him. He looks at the blood thing. He goes, in the heart, he goes, "I know what your problem is." The guy goes, "What? Did you figure out?" He goes, "Yeah, you're too tense." "All right, get it, too tense. Dad joke. All right, you're going to have to top that if you want a gift card from me. I know that's corny and it's horrible, but at the same time, it's just as bad as it is. That's how good it is." So, and I didn't understand what a dad joke was until I became a dad, I guess, and I'm telling these kind of things. I got a lot more. I got dirty jokes, but, people are guaranteed to be offended, which I usually wear as a badge of honor, but, that's kind of what that is. So, anyway, we are on a heavy duty delay right now on YouTube. I have no idea. I mean, more than 10. That's more than 10 seconds, isn't it? Put my hand up real quick. See how long it takes for the hand. All right, so Twitch is about a 5-second delay, and YouTube's about a 7 1. All right, I see what we're doing here. Gotcha. Hey, at least the mic is working. All right, so anyway, you want to type in the chat, you want to talk to me, the man himself, I will answer. Now, I try to answer all the different things. Now, when you're sending an email, obviously myself or someone else would get back to you, and there goes my phone again. Absolutely amazing. Okay, let me just in the middle. Yeah, people forget. Oh, I forgot. Is it Saturday? I forgot that you were live. Duh. Is my work never done? I got a lot of feedback and mostly positive, and people laughing and stuff. I did a bit where there was it was from a live broadcast that was condensed into like a 2 or 3 minute short. I believe it was. It's on YouTube. It was on TikTok and I think Instagram too. It's called "Put the Phone Down." For the idiots that do this, with their phone. You know what I mean? They're driving with their phone like that. When you could have it on a mount, you could have it in your headphone, you could have it on speakerphone. No, they got to do this shit, and they're going to hit you, and they're erratic and everything. And apparently, some people are like pissing their pants because it's true. I said, just like it used to say, click it or ticket, because you don't know how to put on a seatbelt because you're a moron. You know what I mean? Or you're just that stupid. And you're going to put your life in jeopardy and mine as well because you have to do this with the phone. And you could see them. They're like trying to drive with it like that. I'm like, do you not know that it's a law in this state? Do you not give a shit? There's a reason for laws. It's because of idiots that do stuff like that. Put it on a mount. I'll give you the $5, get it from Amazon, and get a goddamn mount and put it on there and put it on speaker. Is there something that's that important? There better be a lady right next to you that her water just broke. I swear to God, for that to be going on. Time to switch to coffee. Oh, just like the cowboy said, I went a little hoarse. I guess it happens. The good news is my voice was fine all day, but then when you go live, things happen and the camera stopped working, and then we had a power surge because once again, it was nice just about all day. No lie, we go on 9 p.m. Eastern time, right? A little after 9, you hear, or actually right before there, as we were setting up, you hear outside, and then you see the light. I'm like, are you shitting me? So I'd like to thank God. Thank you for always having lightning right as my show starts. I guess he's trying to tell me something. Maybe it was like his way of saying Happy Father's Day. Shazam. Anyway, so if you have a good Father's Day joke, you have a dad joke, I should say, type it in the chat either on YouTube or you could do it over on Twitch. We're on Twitch TV right now, as a matter of fact. If you've been catching our older episodes, and a lot of people have, so they can't see right now, like they can't watch it or they can't listen to it, or they're busy, they're out with their wives or girlfriends or their husband, whatever it might be, and they don't catch the show. It's okay. As much I'd like to, interact with you live, for those that like that kind of thing. After it's edited, it's on the next day right on our YouTube channel, Mean Machine 973. We got a lot of subscribers this week. A lot of people following us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Always started a new Twitter room. You know how you have communities or whatever. So it's called the Mean Machine Life. So it's Mean Machine 973. But then I started when it's from invite only, so you'd have to ask to be invited. And I got to accept you in there. It's for baby boomers. It's for Generation X, pretty much anybody that likes the old school approach to movies, sports, music, and that kind of thing. It's just I figured, why not? What could I call it? What could I call it? The Mean Machine Life. There you go. Because life encompasses all those things. So if you want to talk about some football, whatever. And by the way, congratulations to the Vegas Yellow Jackets. That's their first NHL championship. They won the Stanley Cup the other night. Also, congratulations. A lot of things happening this past week. Denver Nuggets won the NBA championship. They beat the Miami Heat. So kind of feel bad. The Florida Panthers lose the NHL finals. They lose the Stanley Cup. And then the Miami Heat lose the NBA finals. Hey, at least they made it, though. Doesn't mean anything if you play for a Florida team and you don't actually win. You could just ask Dan Marino how that feels. Sorry, Dan. But if you don't remember me, I do. You had some shit to say to me outside of your restaurant back in 1998, and I haven't forgotten it. Fuck your parking spot and your restaurant. We ended up leaving there and going to Don Shula's Steakhouse. So he's not going to remember me, nor does he care. He's a billionaire Hall of Famer. We used to do work at his house. He used to live in Weston. Anyway, enough about Dandy Dan. But anyway, yep, I had a little run-in with him back in the day over a parking spot. Can you believe that shit? Okay, whatever, man. Had a staring contest with Rafael Palmeiro one time. I have so many stories, but it's not about me. But if you do have some other stuff that you want to type in the chat, we'll do that. We'll spin the wheel. You can see the wheel above my right shoulder there. We will spin the wheel. We could do a little bit of little trivia there for money. There's $5, $10, and $15 spots on the wheel. Various, it could be sports, could be pop culture. Yeah, I mean, basically, you could either try to stump me or you can answer the question and we pay you right then and there. I'll pay you. Since I'm by myself right now until the engineer gets here, Venmo or Cash App, we'll give you either one. You get paid right on the spot. What you got to do is just send a little whisper through. If you win, you can send a side message through YouTube or email us or meanmachine973@outlook.com or through Twitch. It's through that little whisper thing. That way everybody and their mother doesn't see all your information. Anyway, I'm in a pretty good mood. My voice keeps going in and out. I guess that's happens when you get older. Thank you so much for the new subscribers that we got this week, and it's just gaining momentum, and we're rolling now. We have 250. We just surpassed 250 views. Now, I just posted something on our social media that we got 150,000 views or 125. That's old news, and that was only like 5 days ago. So we are rolling. We should be at 1 million before no time. We're at 250,000, and we're still going. So obviously, I try to break it up. A little bit of NBA stuff, a little bit of Major League Baseball, some comedy stuff. My actual shorts that I made from our long form content from the live streams, live broadcasts on Saturday, and then I make them into reels. It takes forever because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I've mentioned this to different people out there. that we're going to offer an internship. One guy, one girl, two girls, two guys, whatever. I don't really care. And it doesn't have to be someone in New York, New Jersey. You could be in Los Angeles. You could be in Texas. You could be in Kansas. It doesn't matter where you are, Boston. I don't care because it can be done remotely. I need someone that knows YouTube editing and that knows the panels and the stuff for Twitch and the little, the emos, all that crap that I have the aptitude to do. I don't have the time or patience to do. I've mentioned this many times. I've gotten some responses on it because it's an internship. You don't get paid for it, but you would have it on your resume. I'm also a notary. So it'd be on your resume if that's something that you are pretty good at. You don't have to be an expert or anything. Show me a little bit what you've done. We're trusting you. Okay. And then it will become a paying gig after the summer's over, just like any other internship. You'd have that on your resume. You worked with a live radio show. You did this and that. And maybe it's not your cup of tea and you don't want to continue on. Okay, that's fine too. But if you do, and you decide that it's a lot of fun and, I'm insane, but then you get paid every week. It would become a paying gig if you want to stay on. I only need someone for like a few hours per week. It's not like it's going to take up your entire life. It would be just someone that really knows how to make or cut down and edit the YouTube videos and make them into shorts and reels and then post them for us on our different social platforms, which coincidentally is MeMachine973 on all of them. Same handle on everything. Anyway, I will have to take a break in a little bit. Oh, you like that way? I have someone that's talking to me in here. I'm sorry about that. I know the people that are watching can't hear it, but in the future we'll have that change. We're going to go on the road this summer and talk to different people, and that should be fun. Alexa, turn second light blue. Even that doesn't want to work tonight. Watch. If I yell at her, it will. Alexa, second light blue. See? Every woman in my life. Anyway. Yeah. So that's pretty much what's going on. And yeah, no more gaming with Madden. I got to change that on there. Yeah, we're kind of getting away from that. I haven't played that in a couple of weeks, and I haven't been happier. Seriously. Fuck that game. It sucks. The new one's going to suck. I'm sorry. If you don't think so, you're in denial. But you know what? That's just my opinion. What do I know? I've only been playing the game for like 30-something years. But in any event. So you can type in the chat if you want to. Put exclamation point trivia if you want to do some trivia. If you have a dad joke and you think that's worth it, we'll give you a $25 gift certificate for whoever wins. You got to have the best dad joke. It is Father's Day weekend. So I promised it. I'm a man of my word. And before we go to break, I'm going to get this out of the way real quick. And that is the company that tried to screw me and screws people on pretty much a daily basis. It could be hourly for all I know. So I'm going to share my screen in 1 second. And I told them, so to give you a little bit of background on why I'm doing that. What's the matter? My mouse doesn't want to work. Okay, here we go. All right, we are going to share screen. There we go. So you have to hit share screen, and then you got to hit it again, just in case the first time wasn't good enough. All right, so I'm going to go small, and I'm going to put that up there like that. Okay, so the name of this crappy site is called Freelancer. It's freelancer.com. Now, they boast the world's largest freelance marketplace. Any job you can possibly think of. Save up to 90% and get quotes for free. Bullshit. Pay only when you're 100% happy. More bullshit. Now, this is not going after unsubstantiated, meaning that I'm not going after the people that are freelancers that are looking for side work or that's how they get some of the work. This has nothing to do with them. Nothing to do with them. All right. So, and I'm sure there's plenty of them on there, but they need to know, just like you people need to know exactly who is doing what they're doing. I mean, you're putting yourself on there. That's your name. That's your reputation that you're putting on the line, and you're involved in whatever percentage they rape from you or take from you. I'm sorry. You should probably know this. So to give you a little bit of background on what I'm talking about, this was about a month or so ago, maybe a little bit more. it was approximately about a month ago. I had taken a chance. I didn't do all of my due diligence. And what I did was I went on there and I filled out the form and entered my information, and I verified my phone number, my email, my actual address, all the different things they asked, and a little synopsis, what exactly are you looking for? I'm looking for an editor or whatever. I'm going to give out some free internships, but until that time, I need to find out. It's always hourly, by the way. It's not like a flat fee. So, and then you put in what you would do for a bid. There's like all different amounts and everything, like $5 to $10 an hour, $20 to $30 an hour, whatever. 9. So the first one they do, of course, they hit me with like the lady that's like $90 something an hour, which is okay once the show starts to make a little bit of money. I wouldn't even have a problem with that. But I put everything in there. I did everything. I attached our logo and then I submitted it. And within a few minutes, I'm getting this one offer. So I changed my bid because that was just too much to start out with. I don't need someone who's doing it like that. We're not some big professional thing at a studio. I'm at my home studio right now. I only go into the city once a week to record certain things for the actual show. So what does that mean? It means that I took a chance and I would never do something online, but I didn't do all of my due diligence. Shame on me for not. So this is what happens. As soon as I change my bid, right? As soon as I change the bid, okay? Let me make this like that. All of a sudden, I get shut down, and it says that you have violated. Now, I'm not going to read the emails because it gets a little redundant, but you have violated our terms and conditions and our code of conduct. You have been eliminated, or whatever the verbiage that they used. You have been... your account has been closed. It's shut down. So I'm like, what are you talking about? What violation or whatever? So I sent them an email. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, how did something like this happen? What did I do? How can I fix it? Like, what exactly are you talking about? That I would never violate a code of conduct or act like a jackass or anything like that. I'm looking to get some help with our content. That was it. The response I get was so generic and bland. It was amazing. Like I said, I'm not going to read it right now. I've did this in previous shows, and I don't want to give them more attention they need. They say that there's no such thing as bad publicity. Well, fuck these people, because I'm telling you right now, they completely. Last time I saw a flip-flop like that, I believe it was that second Ali fight. And I can't. My mind just went blank. You know who I'm talking about, the one where he won the championship. So, the Phantom Punch. Anyway. I get an email that says, we are not privy. I'm trying to remember, I'm paraphrasing here, but I can't remember it verbatim, but I'm paraphrasing. Something along the lines of, you did this and you did that, but we're not privy to the details due to security reasons. Like all of a sudden it's the CIA. Security reasons. We can't tell you what you did. So in this frigging country, lady or guy, whoever it was a lady that sent the email. That's why I'm saying lady. You get to face your accuser, or at least tell me what it is. So you make a hell of an accusation, a wild one. It's unsubstantiated, and they can't even tell you what it is, and then they shut you down. So I sent them an email. After that, I thought about it. I was pissed off. This was on Memorial Day, I believe. I responded back, and I said, "I'll tell you what. That's fine. You can't tell me, and you so you're compiling my information, right?" All I did was fill out a form. That was it. And you do it. But that's fine. I said, so you might, every company has a whoops, I shouldn't have done that moment. And they can consider this one theirs. Okay. Do not use these people. They're collecting your information. They're full of crap. As soon as I changed the bid and they lowered it, all of a sudden I'm shut down. What code of conduct? That's my thing that I sent on there. My information I verified. My phone number I verified. I verified two of them. I have several cell phones, but I have two. One for business, one for personal, whatever. Okay. My emails, everything. Put my real name, entered everything, credit card info, all the whole 9 yards. All right. Took a chance. And this is what I get. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to happen to everybody, but I'm just letting you be aware. Use it at your own risk. It's a risky thing because, first of all, see where they put world's largest freelance marketplace. That's actually not even close to being true. If you do a Google search, you'll see what I mean. There's like about 50 of them that come up. So like I said, this has nothing to do with the actual freelancers that are on there. But if you're going to piss somebody off like if I did something that I think that was like racy or offensive, or a code of conduct, like I cursed or I put something in there, or I tried to sell something, That's my logo. I've had that, my LLC, Mean Machine Media, since 2004. Okay. Which coincidentally is almost a full year before YouTube came into existence. So I have a grandfather clause with a lot of things, with Creative Commons licensing and all that kind of good stuff that I have. Okay. So that being said, I didn't do anything. I would not. I'm an adult. I'm a father. I would never do something like that and then put my name out there. So they couldn't tell me why, because it was bullshit. That's why. So I told them, no problem. I talked to my producer. We're going to devote at least 5 or 10 minutes per show for the next several shows, at least 5 or 6 of them. This is like the third or fourth one that I did this for. And I also put one of the videos up on our YouTube channel. I said, just roasting them, because don't do that to somebody that has thousands of people that are listening, hundreds of people that are subscribing, all this. I'm going to let everybody know as much as possible on how you treat. This is how you conduct business. This is what you're going to do. This one's on us. Don't even worry about it. You think that's bad terms of service or code of conduct when you get a load of me. So I'm going to take this crap off of there because I don't even want to look at it anymore. Stay away from these jackasses. They're selling your information. They want to try to do something about it. They don't like it. I'm easy to find. So the reason I'm telling you this is not because I'm angry about something that happened just to me. I don't want to see other people get screwed. Oh, you did this, and that. It's terrible. It's horrible. You're a horrible person. But we aren't privy to tell you why, because of security reasons. Security reasons, my ass. It's all bullshit. After I sent that email saying that I was going to do that, all of a sudden they're like, we're going to send this to our supervisor. Wait for a response back. I ain't waiting for shit, lady. You know what I mean? My decision is made. My mind is made up. Done. Over. Bye-bye. You had your whoops moment, and now I'm going to roast you. And you know why? Because I have a voice, and I have the money and resources to make that happen. They shouldn't have done that to me or anyone. So I'm taking the lead on this one and saying, screw you people. You screwed with the wrong person, and now you're going to pay. I get an email back from this lady, Celestine. The first one was Maria B. They don't use last names, for security reasons, because they work at the Pentagon. Anyway, your account was closed during the evaluation. What evaluation process? So if you took my money, there wouldn't have been, though, right? You see what it says. Like, only when you're 100% happy. BBB bullshit. It is not true. Okay? They're full of it. Stay away from these people. This is the Mean Machine's opinion from me to you. Use them at your own risk if that's what you want. But there's what I'm saying is there's other options out there. There's other alternatives. Don't do what I did. Because even if you happen to use them and something good happens, great. I'm happy for you. You know what I mean? It's a free country. Do what you want to do. So if that's the case, then you could use them if you want. But like I said, I'm done sharing my screen, so you can't see that anymore. But stay away from those people. They are the worst. Okay? And because like I said, they say, oh, well, we reactivated your account. It was due to this or that or whatever. No apology, no nothing, bunch of bullshit. Okay? And, you could re-verify it, whatever, and your account is open. If these people were on fire, I wouldn't piss on them. Okay? So anyway, not going to devote any more to the show, to that anymore. But now stay away from these people. They're selling your information. By the way, just a tidbit of info out there. When you sign something, you do something and it says, well, we're not going to sell your information, whatever. That's actually true. But you know how they screw you, though? As part of a package, a lot of companies, not all, but a lot of companies, what they'll do is as part of a package with another company, they will give them this, or that. You are now a lead source. They did not charge for it, right? They didn't sell your information. They're giving it to them for free in return, in exchange for other things that is being paid for. The company that they're giving your info to, because they're an advocate or a marketing purpose or whatever, those people are selling it. They never said they wouldn't do that. They just said that they wouldn't sell it. Read the fine print. Kind of like, a 100% based customer service, U.S.-based customer service. Right. This is where your base is. That doesn't mean that's where the call's coming in. It's a truncated line. Let's look at the different. Trust me, they're screwing you, man. I'm telling you, I haven't been here for a long time, but I've been here for a good time, for a long time. I have a lot of life experience, and I'm just trying to help you. You got to take this stuff with a grain of salt. Keep in mind, when they say, we're not going to sell your information, it's bullshit. Why do you think Yahoo email is free or Gmail and all the emails free? It ain't free. You're selling yourself, man. I gave the example a couple of weeks ago. Let's say you're looking for catnip for your sister's cat. okay, and you're checking on your phone or on your computer or tablet, whatever it is. You ever notice that 24 hours later, or not even, sometimes within an hour or two, all of a sudden, and you're doing your email, or you're doing that, you ever notice that you're seeing ads for catnip? Why? You don't even have a cat. You were looking for something as a present or something for someone else, right? So they're not selling your information, huh? No. But it is being used. You are a lead source, my man. I'm telling you. Trust the meme machine on this. I'm telling you. So just like I said, don't put your social security number on initial job applications or initial doctor's office paperwork, intake paperwork. They don't need it. Okay, it's out there for everyone to see. If you can't get a job from the original one, now I'm not saying once you get through with them and you have to go through HR or whatever the case may be, and they need that to be able to run a background check and do all that. That's one thing. I'm not saying that. I've done that too. But on the initial one, if they insist on getting it ahead of time, run and run fast. They don't need that up front. You didn't even get the job. You didn't even get an offer. You wait for that, then you give it up. If you do that earlier than that, and people, then there's those same people that go, I don't know how I became a victim of identity theft. Well, duh. That's why, because your shit's out there. It's just sitting there. Someone could be having a bad day and they could open up a credit card, whatever. I'm not telling you to be paranoid. I'm saying this shit happens. Oh, I looked away for 2 seconds and my kid was gone. Well, because you looked away. What the fuck? There's no time limit that says, oh, if it's under 5 seconds, no one's going to take my kid. Use your head, people. Come on. I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying there's people out there. Those are the same idiots that do this with their phone. Instead of putting on a mount and they get their phone like this. You ever see these jackasses? I wish I had the kind of money where I could just ram them with my car and go, oh, I'm sorry. Were you not paying attention? Because you're on your fucking phone when you shouldn't be. Right? It could be on a mount. It could be on a speakerphone. What? No, these people got to do this. I can't stand. They drive me nuts. Anyway, it's Father's Day weekend. I'm in a good mood. And like I said, if you came in late or you're asking what this is, which is the most bland, generic, stupid question I've ever seen, you have to tune in to know these things. Now, whether you're coming in on satellite radio or if it's through YouTube or Twitch TV, we're on as well. Sometimes we're in the middle of an anecdote or something like that. But tonight I'm in a good mood. It's Father's Day weekend. The best dad joke that you could think of, if you're typing in the chat or if you're talking and I can hear you through satellite hookup, through YouTube Music on their podcast. You can find the Meme Machine Talk Radio Show. $25 gift card. We have 3 of them to give out. We also are going to spin the wheel. See the wheel behind my right, over my right hand shoulder over there. $5, $10, and $15 questions. We got sports, movies, music. Last time we did Super Bowl trivia mixed in with horror movie trivia. Our niches that we don't have. Well, whatever you people want to do, we'll do. And we'll have fun doing it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So anyway, a lot of new subscribers. And like I said, you're going to get this bonus. It's going to be the eternal from me, the Meme Machine. It's going to be there forever. Once you post something or stream something or whatever, it's out there forever, right? I want it to be. That's coming up soon. I'm not going to tell you when, but it'll be before the end of the show. Obviously, I can't tell you right now. Otherwise, we don't want people to be one and done. I'm going to give you the strategy. It's very simple. You will win no matter what. It will last forever. It cannot miss in anything. Well, this is going to be geared mostly for online stuff. Like, how do I deal with this? This person is making like some jackass will type in something or respond to a video that you put. And, most people, like 99% of them are cool about stuff. And then there's people that are just like malcontents and assholes. And they want like attention or, you know what I mean? Or they're drunk or they're stupid or whatever the case may be. That happens. You know what I mean? You're going to get that. How do I deal with that? Because some people that really bothers them. Me, I don't care if you blow up something. I wouldn't bother me. But some people don't know how to deal with that. I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to give you a very simple strategy on not only how to win, but how to have it last forever. It is unfeathered. I'm telling you, it will work. And you can thank me later because it's that good. And it might be something maybe you thought of a long time ago. Maybe someone said years ago, whatever. All I know is that I didn't hear from anyone. I figured it out on my own. And it's going to be the first time that I say it. That's like a little Father's Day bonus from me to you. So you're going to get that. Anyway, we do have to take a break. I will be back in about 5. Got a little pause for the cause there. A little early Father's Day salute to the good dads that are out there. You know who I'm talking about, the ones that sacrifice for their children. Whether your dad's still with you or not, whether you are a father or your father is still here, you know what? Give him a hug tomorrow. Give him a kiss on the cheek. You know what I mean? Do something nice. Grab a pizza with him, or throw something on the grill, or watch a game with him, or do something. Take a walk or whatever, Or, I mean, your father can do whatever he wants. If he's still here with us, God willing, maybe he doesn't feel like doing shit because it's his day off. Leave the man alone. It's Father's Day, man. Or maybe, and I'm sure this is the case in a lot of cases, maybe he's working today because he needs the extra money for his family, or, to provide, or whatever the case may be, and he's not off on Sundays. I salute people like that. Those are the real dads. Those are the real people. And don't feel that you're not a man. I'm talking about just guys right now. If you go over and you give your father a hug or kiss, tell him that you love him. That makes you more of a man, not less. Trust me on this. I wish my dad was still here so I could do that. But I still say hi to him every morning, and he's been gone for almost a decade. Keep that in mind. I'm going to take a break. I don't want to get too mushy on you. Anyway, you're listening on PSX Radio New Jersey and the Meme Machine. Meme Machine 973 at Outlook.com if you want to drop us a line. I try to get to all of them. If you're making comments or are leaving comments and everything, I appreciate that on our different videos, whether it's sports stuff, whether it's comedy, whether it's some of excerpts from our show or whatever. I appreciate it. Keep them coming. And I will give you that bonus later. Going to do a little bit of trivia when we get back. Start thinking of a good dad joke. You want to win a $25 Visa gift card? I think we have like a vanilla, whatever the hell it's called. I got a couple of those that we're going to give out, and it should be fun. All right. So we're not going to go real long, but we're going to have some fun with it. And I got to tell you, mine wasn't the best dad joke in the world. I'm sure there's ones that could defeat mine out there. So give it a shot. You have nothing to lose. It's supposed to be corny. It's Father's Day. We're corny, man. I mean, that's what we do, It doesn't matter if you have money or not money, whatever. It's fun to do. You know what I mean? Have a laugh. If you can't laugh at yourself, you know what I mean? You're really missing out. Don't take life so seriously. I know it's it's easy to say that, but it really is true. I had to find that out the hard way. That's why there has to be a hell. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to recognize heaven. Catching my drift? All right. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Meme Machine. It's Saturday night, baby. The eve before Father's Day 2023. Back in Cinco. Don't go anywhere. Alexa, turn second light red.
Okay.
Alexa, turn first light blue.
Okay.
All right, welcome back. Well, I should welcome myself back. All right, so I have my phone with me when I step outside. Sometimes I step out for a little bit of air. Sometimes I'm making my bladder gladder, whatever the case may be. However, I just got an email, and it's funny because everything on YouTube is a little bit backed up. Meaning, I think it's like if you're a content creator on there, you know what I'm talking about. It's backed up by the analytics, the metrics don't come in for I think it's like 24 to 48 hours, no matter what day it is, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, it doesn't matter. So I just got an email. It's funny, and it's through vidIQ, which these guys are actually pretty good. It's enough of the negative shit like about freelancer and how they suck or whatever. vidIQ guy get right from Rob Wilson. He said, "Congratulations, your YouTube channel has reached 200,000 views." Right, we just passed 250,000 views, like I don't know, about a day ago. So that's how far back or behind, I should say, that these are. It's nice to get that though. We hit little milestones from time to time, and I don't really ask for subscribers. If you like the content, you like the sound of my voice, you like the sports, movies, music, old school way of thinking, a little bit of life stuff, a little funny stuff, and then you subscribe. If you're just checking it out on Twitch TV or our Facebook page or are following us on Twitter, which the handle is the same on TikTok, Instagram, everything, it's at Meme Machine 973, and that's fine. You know what I mean? It's acquired taste. So for some people, we grow on you like fungus. But I've had that name for quite some time. Someone asked me in an email, "How did you come up with the Meme Machine?" I get this all the time. Is that from the movie or whatever? Not really. It's two things. Number one, obviously, I'm a Steeler fan. A diehard Steeler fan. Mean Joe Green was one of my favorite players. You can see this. Got his away jersey from the Super Bowl 9. Got the bobblehead over there. Got all sorts of stuff. I'll show it to you at another time. But in any event, that's Franco Harris, Terry Bradshaw, Lynn Swan, John Stallworth, all those guys, Jack Lambert. I love watching those guys when I was a little kid, and I've been a Steeler fan ever since. That's part of it. The other part was one of my favorite movies is, yes, The Longest Yard, not the 2005 Adam Sandler one. Nothing against Adam Sandler, you know what I mean? But not the remake one. I'm talking about the original 1974 Burt Reynolds one, The Longest Yard, one of my favorite movies. And the name of the Prisoners football team was the Meme Machine. You see the jersey right there. I'll show you up close. Meme Machine and Paul the Wrecking Crew. Had that made for me. That was in December. Well, it was right after Christmas or January, whatever it was. And I've lost 54 pounds since then. Not since I've been outside. I'm talking about since January. For health reasons, I had to, and I continue to drop the weight. So that's why my clothes are falling off of me. My watch won't even stay on, and belts won't fit anymore. I mean, I need like a friggin' rope or something like that. It's not a bad problem to have. We'll go over that another time. It's not one of those shows. This is a Father's Day show. So if you want to type in the chat, you'd have to do it on Twitch or Kick. And if you have a good dad joke or whatever, and you think it'll win, we'll give you a $25 gift certificate. If you want, exclamation point trivia. You got to type exclamation point and then the trivia, board trivia inside one of the chat boxes or whatever. For those that are playing on satellite radio, we're getting calls already for that. Now I have 2 people on hold. I lost 2, but now there's another 2 that are on hold. And this lady's going to lose her urethra if I don't answer her. So, and it's actually the same lady that sent an email, and it's Janice. So, Janice, you wanted me to mention your name. There it is. I'm going to get to your call 1 second. Now, unfortunately, the people that are just watching on YouTube or Twitch tonight cannot hear them. I can hear them, but I will relay what they're saying or whatever. If they're typing in the chat or, during live, that's different, which is better for everybody. But you know what? It is what it is. We have people coming from all sorts of all walks of life, different countries, different time zones, everything. So we don't have the toll-free number activated. It's going to be reactivated at sometime in the summer. We took that off the 777 mean number, the 83, I'll tell you why at another time. But anyway, getting a lot of viewers. A lot of people are confused, I think. My personal opinion, like, oh, it's just sports. I want to talk about this, but type whatever you want and we'll talk about it. It doesn't have to be just a sports channel. Then I'm going to be like everyone else, or just movie, just music, or just trivia, or just life hacks or whatever you want to call it, whatever. And we do a little bit of everything because everybody's different and people are popping in and out of the rooms from different platforms, different venues, that different countries, and that's what they everybody's impatient. You know how the world is in 2023, has been for a while. People want what they want when they want it, and which is right now. And I'm willing to accommodate them with that. So it hurts our viewership sometimes as far as people trying to look us up. By the way, stop using all those tags like hashtags. That's outdated and it does not work. There's a million stations, different channels. Not saying that they're bad. My personal opinion, you could go on YouTube right now and you look, and there's always somebody that has some kind of advice for you, right? Just do this to get more views and more subscribers. But some of that stuff is outdated. Some of it is not. Some of it is good. You gotta have to sift through it and see what works for you. Anybody that says they know the YouTube algorithm and they know this and that, they're full of shit, because it constantly is changing. What do you think? It's like an entity that doesn't change? So you could figure it out. Everybody would have 1 million subscribers. Obviously, that's not the case. So at your own peril. But a lot of these guys are good. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I've learned a lot. I do a lot of reading. Most of that is online nowadays, but I have books, and I read about stuff, and there is no internet for dummies type of thing that's going to, once something is published, different viewpoints or different authors and everything, and it's on there, that's great. But then it's an evolving thing and it changes. Well, your book is going to stay the same. They update it online, yes, but remember, that's how they get their viewers, by telling you how to get yours. I mean, that's not kind of, it's not hard to figure that out. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting different ones. Oh, thank you, man. Jefferson, how's it going, man? Yeah, I've been on Twitch every Saturday, my man. Happy Father's Day. Thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. That's nice of you. Yeah, it's a Father's Day special. If you have a good dad joke, you want to win a $25 gift certificate, you can do that. You missed it because you came in late. Not really doing gaming anymore. I haven't played Madden and Xbox in general in over 2 weeks, and that thing went flying. It wasn't just controllers. Now I just destroyed the whole thing. You know what? I couldn't be any. I'm a lot more relaxed. No more bullshit. Tired of dealing with it. I'm sick of Madden. It's a boring game. The new one that's coming out is absolutely atrocious. And if people think that that's good, because I guess you got to play something, right? You're in denial. It sucks. For 2023, it sucks. It would be good if it was 2004, maybe. Oh, they brought back this. And they could have did that years ago. They're fucking with you. Anyway, but to each his own. You know what I mean? I still subscribe and watch different people on Twitch and kick stuff like that play. And I have no problem with that. A lot of these dudes are cool. It's just not my thing. I tried it out a little bit just to add it in, as a supplement for during the week. Not really my cup of tea. I'm more of a broadcaster and a DJ, and that's who I will be the rest of my life. And, you're going to have to wait till close to the end. Well, I'm not going to say what time I'm going to do it. There's no specific time, but the bonus I'm talking about, the eternal win strategy, especially for online, how to deal with certain people and certain things. I guess it could cross over to regular life too. Now I'm good. I'm pretty good at stuff like that. I've been around for a while, and I understand life. So, but no one ever will understand. Once again, it's one of those entities that keeps changing with every generation, with every day that passes. So you have to adapt. You have to apply yourself to the now, not the then. Remember, you can't go forward if you keep looking back. Remember that. Not a big time, but I'm telling you, if you do this one strategy that I'm talking about, you will always win forever, right? Because once you post something online or whatever, it's there forever, right? I want it to be. A lot of people are going to thank me later on. They're going to go, man, I guess I kind of thought of that, but I didn't realize that, trust me, you're not going to want to miss that. Yeah, it's not really. I mean, games, Jefferson. I hear what you're saying. I'm addressing somebody that's for the people that are coming in on satellite. That I'm addressing a friend of mine that's typing in the chat in Twitch TV that we're live on right now. Right now, we're only live on two venues right now, two platforms. One's YouTube, which we're always on, and the other one is Twitch TV. Games are supposed to be fun, right? Isn't that the whole essence of a game? It's supposed to be fun. When it stops being fun, or it's like you said, it's like a chore, or it is a grind. I mean, you got to do this and let's do that and let's have a new season. But okay, I mean, I don't hate that, and I certainly don't dislike the people that play that on Twitch, and that's what they do, and I have no issue with that. I enjoy the gameplay. I do. I watch it all the time, and I can play. People have watched me play. I had my Steelers team and regular play. I'm not the best player in the world, but I'm good. It got boring. It was just redundant. I'm sorry. And it's not like something where like, oh, it's sour grapes. Like I couldn't beat anyone, so I'm throwing it under the bus. That's not the case at all. If you've seen any of my past videos on Twitch, or whatever, you see I whipped a lot of people. I mean, people couldn't even score against me. It was all about the defense. It's just not fun anymore. It got old. I'm sorry. It just did. And no, no, no. We don't want Madden 24. No. We don't want that. Anyway, you have a good dad joke, or if you want to do some trivia and win some money, you're going to have to press, or I should say, type in exclamation point trivia, and we can do that. I have the trivia wheel. It's behind me there, $5, $10, $15 questions. If you have a good dad joke and you want to type that in, or you're coming in through satellite radio, which I'm about to take this call, if I think that it's good, I'll give you a gift certificate. Oh, I'll give card, gift certificate. How old am I? Anyway, so that's kind of that. We did emails from females earlier, which was kind of cool. A lot of activity on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. We got like 150, maybe 180 subscribers just this week. Absolutely amazing. And we're over 260,000 views on our page. And I mean, and it's just rolling. I mean, eventually, once we get monetized, and then we're already monetized on like Instagram, Facebook, and that kind of thing. And we're an affiliate with Twitch and Kick and everything. But my thing is, I give that to charity. I don't keep any of that. So subscriptions, like if you go on there and you do a sub, or you buy little emotes, or little cheers, or whatever that is at the end of the month, I give that to my church. Whatever money we make on it. Now, once we're out of the red, because we're hemorrhaging friggin' money, all the different money that we spent at my home studio and for advertising and everything else. Yup, it costs a lot of money. Once we're out of the red, it's going to be a 50-50 split, and we're going to give 50% to charity. You have to do stuff that's good for the soul. I've been saying that forever. It's going to be 25% and 25% for our 50% split. American Diabetes Association and National Cancer Society. Those are the two. Those are the two that I chose. I mean, I'm not saying the other ones like St. Jude's is good, and there's all sorts of great ones. All of them are worth your money and your time and your admiration. You know what? Those are the two that I chose for personal reasons, and that's what we're going to do. It's not about the money. I don't do it for that. I do because this is what I love to do, and I didn't do it for 11 years, and I missed it more than I thought, and now that I have the venue to do it now, and I'm going to. Getting back to what I was saying, when I had the I was checking my phone, and Rob Wilson from VidIQ sent the thing saying, "Oh, congratulations on 200,000 views," which we have like 270,000. But anyway, it's behind. There is a thing on there that it says, like, why don't you play? Well, first of all, it's a talk show, so you're not going to hear. We're not going to rock in here. I would love to. I'm a rock fan, I love it, man. AC/DC, fucking go bananas, and I like metal too. I like all types of music. Actually, you can watch an older video of mine on YouTube, and it is explained, or TikTok. I think it's on Instagram. The reason why you're not hearing that and you're hearing generic, it isn't because I'm trying to put you to sleep, or I'm trying to I don't have access. I have every song you could possibly imagine from every year you can imagine. Problem is, on YouTube, Facebook, and places like that, even Twitch, sometimes they will shut you down quickly. They will mute you out, take your VODs or your videos on demand, and toss them, especially on YouTube. And they will hop on you and they're up your ass with a mining light if you play copyrighted videos or content, that kind of thing. Now, I have a Creative Commons license. I have actually 2 of them, which are grandfathered in because I was Mean Machine Media in 2004. That's when our LLC was formed, which is owned by Ventalia Media Group. That's why I can play the videos back there, and I'm fine. I have all the paperwork to prove it. Don't have it for copyrighted music, however. That's why, while my FCC license is in renewal because it expired in 2013, if you're a broadcaster or a disc jockey, know anything about producing or anything about audio, video, any of that kind of stuff, you need to have one. That's the Federal Communications Bureau. You have to have one. The FTC requires it. The federal government requires it. That's like trying to sell a house and you don't have a realtor's license. You can't just do whatever. Oh, yeah, well, I know this guy. It's my Uncle Benny. And I sold him. Like, you can't do that shit. Once I have that and that's approved, then I can rock you like a hurricane and it'll be fine. Keep that in mind. And enough with the people saying, well, I want to hear this or that. It's a talk show, folks. How the hell are you going to hear what I'm saying? How are you going to partake in it if we're just sitting there rock? Now, if you want to rock, we'll rock. Trust me. I was a DJ in the clubs and on the radio and everything like that for years, and we rocked. You know what I mean? So trust me, it's not because I don't want to. You don't think I want to get in one of those moods and just say, fuck it, we're playing Master of Puppets. Of course I would. You just can't do that. You know what I mean? And be able to sustain yourself online. So that's what the advertisers are going to want and everything. Now, that leads me to my next thing. That's horrible. Want to hear a joke about paper? Never mind, it's terrible. That's actually, that one kind of grows on you a little bit. That's not bad. You want to do trivia, huh? All right, we'll do it in a second. I explained the windscreen thing, why the different colors, so which days you're doing what when you're editing and you don't have the audio available. So like W or Y, yellow or white is later in the week, and B and G, blue and green and red and everything is earlier in the week. That's an old trick. They used to do that on the little twisters on bread, on loaves of bread. I'm not sure if they still do that or not because I don't eat carbs, I don't eat bread. So, but remember the twist ties used to be different colors. There was a reason for that. That's why they knew before they started putting the dates on there. If there was one without dates, like Tasty used to do that, I think. Whatever the color was, they knew what was the older one. So if you ever run into that, where there might be a store that's in the Midwest or something somewhere, some obscure place, whatever, and they still do that with the bread, it's local or whatever, whatever the color on the twisty is, go by that as date. So I would go for a blue one if it's early in the week, or if it's later in the week, you don't want the blue one. You want the yellow one because it's later in the week. And if you have a blue one that's like on a Friday or Saturday, get the other red because that was from Monday or Tuesday. That's an old school thing. And the same thing with the windscreens. That's how we knew how to do it. That's why I changed them. It's not because I'm trying to be fashionable. That's an old trick. Anyway, well, we will have to take another break in a few minutes. That's not bad though for a dad joke. That's not bad. You missed the wigwam teepee one, where I said I was a wigwam, I'm a teepee, I'm a wigwam, I'm a teepee, and the doc goes, "Don't worry about it. You're just too tense." That was you missed one earlier. That was pretty good when I was talking to Jefferson here. All right, let me take this call before this lady has a conniption. Janice is on the line here, and she is calling from Kansas City, Missouri. All right, so you guys aren't going to be able to, people that are on Twitch and YouTube, you're not going to be able to hear her. I will relay it. The people that are coming in through YouTube Music, we're on YouTube Music on their podcast now. You'll be able to hear it if that's the browser that you're using. It depends on your phone or whatever. If you use just regular YouTube, you cannot. Sorry, but we don't have $14,000 just lying around to be able to adjust that. Sorry. Actually, it's more than that. So anyway, I'm going to take the call right now. Hi, Janice. Are you there? Can you hear me? Hi. You are live. This is the Meme Machine. I told you I would answer your call. How are you? Very well. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you turn your radio down a little bit. You're echoing. Got to turn it down a little bit because I could hear me and you, and we're like, yeah, just turn it down a little bit. All right. You still with me, Jeff? That's better. Now I can hear. Well, the reason why, keep in mind, coming in there's a delay. FCC rules. Got to have a delay on there. So there's like more than a 7-second delay on YouTube, I believe, and on Twitch TV and Facebook and stuff like that. If we're ever live on Twitter or whatever, I think it's only 5 or 6 seconds. So what's your, is it a Father's Day one, or is it like a dad joke, or is it a regular trivia one that you wanted to do? Okay, so you're going to do it on your phone. No, that's fine. You don't have to type in the chat because I have you on the line. All right. What's your category? You want me to spin the wheel, or do you want me to just go for a category here? I'm tired. I'm not even going to pick up the wheel. I'll just tell me which one you want to do, and then we'll figure out a price point. Okay. Wow. All right. Football. Excellent. No, not that that's a, I mean, it's not unusual, but I didn't expect. I thought you were going to say music or pop culture or something. No, that's fine. Super Bowls, playoffs, regular, like a run-of-the-mill football question, past, present, future, whatever. Well, I can't do future because I don't know. If the Steelers win the Super Bowl, I'll be even in a better mood. I miss football. All right, so what do you want it to be? My choice. Okay. We can do that. Okay. Right. All right. Well, depending on this, how difficult, how it will be rated as far as difficulty. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'm going to give you 7 seconds. We'll make it a $10 question for you. And we'll make it a Super Bowl one. How's that? Does that work for you, Janice? Are you there? Okay. No, they can hear you. It's just the people watching can't. Mm-hmm. No, you're live, babe. All right. I'm going to flash it up on my screen. This is one from like several months ago. So, it doesn't matter if you guys type it in the chat or not. She can't see it anyway. So, all right. I'm going to... Oh, you can. All right. So you could see this on your phone, but you're on different audio. That's fine. That works. So some people know how to do that. All right. So you ready? All right. For $10. What Super Bowl was this? And who was the MVP? 7 seconds. Go. Yep, you got 5 seconds. All right, you want to take a guess? Okay, well, time is up. What's your guess? So I need to know what Super Bowl it is, and who was the MVP. Now, looking at this picture, that's that famous helicopter play there with, well, you know who it is. It kind of throws you off a little bit, but. Mm-hmm. Okay. Right. Okay. So unfortunately, that's incorrect. It is not Super Bowl 30, and the MVP was not John Elway. I'm sorry, Janice. That's not correct. And I know, but you see John Elway in the picture, so maybe you're thinking that, now we can make that easy. Not for $10 anyway. Right. All right. Okay. So yeah, no, it wasn't Super Bowl. It's actually Super Bowl 32. Mm-hmm. No, the MVP was not John Elway. It was Terrell Davis. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry, Janice, but that's all right. I mean, you gave it a shot. Like I said, we can't always make them easy. You know what I mean? For 10, like the $5 ones are easy or whatever. But the fact that you wanted to do Super Bowl, the fact that you wanted to do football in general, I mean, I thought that was super cool. So, okay, well, no, it's not a problem. I'm sorry, but you did want to get that. That was your big thing. You wanted to get your name said live. So there you go, Janice from Kansas City, Missouri. And we're just partaking in a little bit of trivia. Yep, nice. Well, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. So are you subscribed on YouTube? Great. Great. Yeah, we're not really doing much stuff on Kick anymore. I'm an affiliate on there. Twitch, we're kind of pivoting away from that a little bit, but we still go out there on Saturdays. But oh, okay. Sure, you can subscribe on both. Why not? The one on YouTube is free. And you can follow us on Twitter and Facebook and all that kind of stuff if you enjoy that kind of thing. We usually post that. And then you could go in, if you miss a live broadcast, you could go in the next day or so and edited or condensed version of the live broadcast and highlights, that kind of thing, is on our YouTube page. That's why you haven't seen me, some of you people, because that's where my major concentration has been, on the YouTube stuff. But if you're following us on there and you're subscribing in there or whatever the case may be, you know that I haven't gone anywhere. I've been in there putting stuff up there daily. So anyway, it was good talking to you. Have a good night, Janice. Take care. Oh, thank you. She's wishing me happy Father's Day. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I do. It's the toughest job you'll ever love. So, all right, thanks. So that was Janice from KC. Anyway, once again, 2 congratulations go out. Number 1, Vegas Yellow Jackets for winning the Stanley Cup. It was a busy week, and I feel bad for the Florida Panthers. Florida teams didn't do good this past 7 to 10 days. They lost that, and then the Miami Heat lost to the Denver Nuggets. So congratulations to the Denver Nuggets NBA championship. I think that's their first one. Correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, yeah, rough. Hey, you could ask Dan Marino what it's like to be on a Florida team and not win, right? That's right, because I had that problem with him at his restaurant in the parking lot there back in 1998 or whatever, me and Dan Marino. So, yeah, I kind of throw shots at him whenever I can. Okay. He remembers me. Just see him walking in through WQAM all the time when I was doing Dolphins radio. I don't care. I don't get starstruck. He's actually a pretty big guy, though. Or was. He's light, though, because he doesn't have a Super Bowl ring, so his hand is a little bit lighter. I know. Shouldn't say that. Mean Joe. Mean Joe. Guy's awesome. Our namesake. I told you, it's half between Mean Joe Green, but one of my favorite players of all time, and then also the fact that the longest yard, the 1974 Burt Reynolds won. The name of the Prisoners football team was the Mean Machine. So that's how that started. And we used to be called 3M, Mean Machine Media. And then we get a letter from 3M, the tape company, a subsidiary of them. And so they were looking to bust our balls because we can't call it 3M because they're 3M. All right, whatever. There's always somebody who's a malcontent out there. Anyway, going to take a little break, a little pause for the cause there. Yeah, the Yankees actually had I don't know, they started out the weekend and then they just kind of got bounced around a little bit and they got their ass handed to them by Boston yesterday. I was pissed off. I always have all my Yankee stuff on. Yankees do or die, you know what I mean? All the way, just like the Steelers, you know what I mean? Black and gold till I die. No fair weather fans here. I've been a Steelers and a Yankees fan since the 70s, both of them. My first 3 words were mommy, daddy, and Reggie. All right. Yeah, and I miss Franco Harris too. Yeah, the lady's talking to me in there. Right. That's what Bernice sent when she sent the email. So I appreciate it. Yeah, was it their first NBA title? Yeah. Yeah, I had a feeling that it was. Good for them. Good for them. And the Vegas Yellow Jackets, they haven't even been around that long and they've won. It was a hell of a week for Florida teams and a hell of a week for them. So congratulations to them. Can we please just get to football? I want football. I've been dying for it. I know a lot of you guys are too. You know what I mean? It's time. We need football back in our life. It seems like it's been forever. It's only been since, when was the, it ended, February 10th, 12th, whenever the Super Bowl was finished. Yeah. So Let me switch that thing there. Anyway, so that's kind of what's going on there. Alexa, turn second light green. Got to yell at her. Alexa, second light green.
Okay.
Jesus. Got to yell at her. I don't know. Not that it's a her. I'm just saying it's AI. That's another thing. Everybody worried about AI taking over and everything. You know, I had some bits and they pulled one of them off of YouTube, but it was good. It was about like why I don't do self checkout. I don't know about where you are, but in the New York, New Jersey area, places like Wawa and Quick Check and 7-Eleven, all those type of places. First, it was the plastic bag thing. You know, there was no plastic bags around here. You can't get them. Always you got to juggle all your shit when you're walking out of the store or whatever. By the way, you can't give out plastic bags, but that's right next to the plastic lids, the plastic cups, and the plastic straws. Those are totally cool. But God forbid you have a bag, you know, and a lot of people don't lie, you know, like here we have ShopRite or whatever, but whatever your food store might be, your supermarkets in whatever, you know, state that you live in or whatever. I know out West Coast they have Ralph's and Albertsons and stuff like that. Here we have like ShopRite and A&P and all that kind of thing. And Kings and whatever. So it's funny. You know what the ironic part is? You know who makes out in this? So you can't have plastic bags. They can't sell them at any of these stores or food stores. Or you got to have your own bags. You have to buy a bag from them. Boy, that worked out nice. They were able to gouge everything since the states that they could. And so a lot of people used to use those bags for like garbage cans, like for like the one in your bathroom or, you know, like small little waste baskets. You don't lie. You know, you didn't go out and buy plastic bags. Most of you would use one of those bags, right? Now there is no more bags to do that. And ironically, do you know who makes out in this deal? You ready for this? This is funny. You know who makes out with the no plastic bag thing? The people that make plastic bags. Hefty, Glad, all those different companies or whatever, or even like your own store brand. So you can't use those for your garbage cans or anything, but you can buy them from these companies for your waste cans, you know, for your waste baskets and stuff like that. So that's ironic. So no more plastic bags. So the people that make out the most are the people that make plastic bags. What the I don't know. Anyway, but like I said, we bounce around. We do sports, movies, music. We talk about life stuff or whatever. And sometimes that confuses the algorithm more times than not for YouTube. I don't really care because I don't like labels. It's not just a sports show. It's not just this. I mean, you're like just everyone else. Any given day, people might want to talk about different things. So that's what we do. You know what I mean? We try to touch on all topics and everything. But we did emails from females a little bit earlier. And I am going to give you that eternal wisdom, so to speak, on how to win, especially online and dealing with different people that are trying to bring you down, that are trying to get you off your game, that are trying to, not everybody. If you do this one thing, like, you know, some people, they take it to heart, you know what I mean? Like crappy comments or stuff that, you know, like taking shots at you, little snarky remarks, you know, just people trying to be keyboard tough guys, whatever the case may be. And some people that really doesn't bother me, but to some people out there, male and female, that gets under their skin. They let it bother them and they take it way too personally and everything. These people are just trying to bait you. They're trying to gaslight you, and so to speak. Don't let them win. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. It's a very simple strategy. You will never, ever lose if you apply this one strategy that I'm going to tell you what to do on how to deal with that. Now, it's geared more towards online, obviously, because that's what we're talking about. Can it be a crossover for in real life and everything? Yeah, you could. It depends on how you apply, what the situation is. You know what I mean? Things evolve, things change. You know, they say, you know, things don't change, people change. Well, people are things too, you know, it's a noun, so doesn't that mean the same? But that's like saying, well, you got to be different, but be yourself. Well, if there's only one me machine, if there's only one me, and I'm being myself, doesn't that make me different? I mean, you got to pay attention. Some of these people are just like cuckoo. You know what I mean? I don't understand where they get their, you know, I know the brain is like 80% fat or something like that. There were some of these people, though, man, I think it's more like 95%. Anyway, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to give you that advice when I get back. That's my Father's Day gift from me to you. And I'm telling you, even people that think that they don't want to hear it or listen to it or whatever it is, you know, oh, I've heard it before. Great. This time, listen. You know, there's a difference between hearing something and actually listening. If you listen to what I'm going to tell you in a little while when I get back, and you apply that, you will win for all time, forever. I guarantee it. So you have that to look forward to. All right, so we're going to be back in 5. We'll do a little bit more trivia. Anybody other got some dad jokes out there that you want to try to win a $25 gift certificate, you could do that too. It's got to be really good though, because if it sucks, I'm not giving you that shit. But because I don't have to, but I kind of wanted to. Thought it would be nice. You know, if your father's still with you, God bless you. I lost my dad about 10 years ago, but I still say hi to him every morning. You know what I mean? So for the good fathers out there, the ones that, and I'm going to say this again and again, I don't care if I'm being repetitive, even though I hate that. Let me tell you something. If you go in and you sacrifice for your children and you know, for the greater good for your family in general, you know what I mean? Every day is Father's Day, just like every day would be Mother's Day. For those fathers that have sacrificed, remember one thing. It's the toughest job you'll ever love. I speak from experience. So spend some time with your dad tomorrow, if you can, if he's still with you. You know what I mean? If he's still on this earth, God willing, you know. Mine is not, but that's okay. You know what I mean? I am a father. And there's a lot of daughters and sons out there. Give your father a hug tomorrow. Give him a kiss on the cheek. You know, spend time with him. Throw something on the grill. Go get a pizza with him. Go watch a movie. Go goof around in the backyard. Do whatever it is that you do. You know, by the way, guys, if you go over and you give your dad a hug and you tell him that you love him and Happy Father's Day, you give him a kiss or something, that doesn't make you less of a man. It makes you more of a man. Real men can show their emotions and not have it taken out of context. Don't wait until it's too late. I should have hugged my dad. I should have told him I love him. I should have told him Happy Father's Day. I wished him Happy Father. You know, do it now, man. Life is short. Do it now. You know what I mean? And you know what? If he doesn't want to do shit tomorrow, if he wants to just hang out, let the poor guy do it. You know what I mean? It's Father's Day. And then there's the fathers that have to work tomorrow. You know, they might not be off on a Sunday or whatever. I salute you. I commend you for those that are the good dads out there. And there's a lot. And the ones that are aspiring, or maybe they're brand new dads and this is their first Father's Day. I've had 23 of them. Okay. This is my 23rd, 24th going on. All right. So I've had a few, but I remember my first Father's Day way back when. It's a special day. Welcome to the club. Follow your heart. You can't go wrong. Be back in 5. It's a Father's Day edition of the Meme Machine on PSX Jersey Radio, on Twitch TV, and YouTube. People coming in from satellite. We're glad that you're here. All right. So don't go anywhere. I'll be back. And we'll talk about a few more things, do a little bit more trivia as well. Stay tuned. All right. Well, as we approach near the end of the show, we're not there yet, but now the other camera is enabled. If you missed it earlier, of course, we had a lightning storm once again. Right before we went on the air, we lost some audio feed. The satellite hookup went down and a few other things. But you know, that's okay. We kept going. You got to keep rolling, baby. I want to say a special thank you to the people that we've got a lot more followers on TikTok. Just when I thought I was going to end TikTok, I'm like, and I put some stuff on there. All of a sudden, people come out of the woodwork. They like a lot of the older stuff or clips that I've made over the course of the last a month or two, and we've done that. Like we'll take like little excerpts, you know, little excerpts from the shows and make highlights and reels. So we're still looking for somebody. MeMachine973 at Outlook.com. You can drop us a line, or you could DM us, direct message us on our Twitter feed, which is MeMachine973. It's the same handle on everything. Let us know. Let us know if you know how to do, like different, we need people that could take long form content and make it into short form content and that kind of thing. So, especially if you understand YouTube editing and I'm not worried so much about the panels and everything on Twitch. Okay, that'll come later on. But someone for an internship, it'll turn into a paying gig right after the summer. If you decide you want to do it, I'll endorse it for you. You'll have it on your resume. I can have it embossed for you because I'm a notary for New York and New Jersey and Florida. So I can do that for you. And if you want to continue on, you will get paid every week. I only need someone for like 2-3 hours a week, if that, just to take our long form content, condense it and make, shorts and reels and put on our different social platforms for us. So if that's something that you're interested in doing, you don't have to be an expert or anything, just a little bit of work that you've done, and we'll grow with you because the show is expanding. It is growing rapidly, and we need someone to do it because I'm trying to do it and I suck at it because I just want to concentrate on what I do best. I don't have the time or patience. I have the aptitude. I just don't have the time for it. So as things start to roll, we're going to need someone to do that as soon as possible. So drop us a line if you feel that that's something that you can bring us a little bit of value with that, and we'll help each other. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's cool, Jefferson. Very good. God bless you, man. A little family time. That's awesome. I'm glad that he's still around. That's good. Don't take it for granted. I know you don't, but just keeping that in mind. So anyway, a lot of people want football to start and everything, and there was a lot of like sports stuff that I had put online this week or whatever. And I got to tell you, the people that I met this one guy that was yesterday or today. And he is just an avid Miami Dolphins fan. And I have a brother who's also a big time Miami fan. I'm the one that used to work for the Dolphins, and he's the Miami fan. But anyway, Tua is going to be the MVP of the league, and they're going to win the Super Bowl. But did you forget about the Jets? Did you forget about Kansas City Chiefs, the Bills, the Bengals, the Ravens? I mean, these are all teams that did well. I'm just talking about the AFC. You got the Niners and the NFC. The Green Bay is getting better. Detroit is coming up now. The Bears are getting better. The NFC East really showed us something last year. Dallas sucks, but, they're always in the mix. Phillies, obviously, they made it to the Super Bowl. They're very good. The Giants are good again. They have great coaching with Brian Dable and stuff like that. So, you can't count out the Falcons and the Rams. I mean, everybody's adjusting, and even Houston Texans got better in the AFC. So, who knows what's going to happen? Just when you think you know everything that's going to happen, and all these so-called experts will tell you, okay, this team's going to win this amount of games, and this is who's going to make the Super Bowl, and here's our Super Bowl picks, and who's going to make the playoffs, and who isn't, and who's going to have blah, blah, blah. Nobody really knows. You're guessing at this point. It's like buying stock. Is it going to go up or is it going to go down? Who the hell knows? You know what I mean? It's a guess. You're hedging your bets here. I'm a Steeler fan. I like the Giants too, but you know what? I love football. So, and that's another thing. I wanted to make mention of this. So I see a lot of comments that come in on our YouTube on different videos, whether it pertains to that particular video or not. Some people have scatterbrained. They're all over the damn place, which that's okay too, I guess. You know what I mean? No news is good news as far as that's concerned. But when people start saying, well, I hate this team or they suck or, they must be liberal or they might be, it has absolutely nothing to do with one of those older videos. And sometimes we advertise like, well, why is that an advertisement? Because it's not always a product. Sometimes you're pushing traffic to your site to let people be aware this is what we talk about on our show or whatever the case may be. But you have to be able to respect the game. If you're a true student of the game and if you love football, NFL football, or anything, any sport for that matter, if you never ever stop being a student of the game, right? You're always learning something because the players change, the teams change, you know what I mean? The schedule changes, different things, rules change. Some are implemented, some are good, some suck, you know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, another evolving thing, something that does not stand still. It's constantly moving, it's constantly evolving. So, that being said, like for instance, I despise the Raiders and I despise the Dallas Cowboys. I'm a Steeler fan. But good is good. So I have a lot of respect, and I really liked Emmitt Smith, and I really could not stand Roger Staubach back in the day. And the Steelers used to beat the shit out of this guy. Broke his orbital bone, his teeth, his ankle, his leg, broken ribs. I mean, they beat him up, and he'd be bleeding. The guy never came out of the game. He always got back up. So you might not like him, all right? But how do you not respect him? He's a Navy guy, by the way. That's just the example I'm giving. The Navy guy never gives up his ship. He doesn't give up. So you don't have to like, a lot of these teams or whatever it is, but you damn well better respect that. And if you don't, you say, oh, these guys suck and everything because they're on a team that I don't like, whatever, then you're really not a true football fan. It's okay to like your team or root for who you want to root for or root against a team. I'm not saying that. I do that shit all the time. But got to give credit where credit is due. So even if it's a player, they're individuals, they're human beings, you know what I mean? I don't like Patrick Mahomes, but I respect what he's done since he's been in the league, you know what I mean? I hated Tom Brady because he kept the Steelers out of a lot of Super Bowls when he was a Patriot. But the guy wanted to win for his team. So don't think for 2 seconds, anybody that says, oh, they hate this one, I hate that one, that if that person is really good, they wish that they were on their team, helping their team win. Like, I hate George Steinbrenner when he was alive, you know what I mean? And he did this, tried to buy his players. Well, first of all teams do that, okay? Number one, it doesn't guarantee a win. It doesn't guarantee that these guys are going to gel. You know what I mean? And I can't stand Jerry Jones or whatever. And I don't like the guy either. He's the freaking Dallas Cowboys, owner. But the guy wants to win for his fans, for him, for his team, for his family. You know what I mean? For Dallas. I mean, I can't stand anything other than the cheerleaders. I can't stand anything Dallas. But how do you not like that guy? How do you not respect the guy? Just wants to win. Isn't that the goal, to win? Right? So how do you hate people like that? Don't say that you hate them because you really don't. You're just pissed that your team sucks or that they're not as good or you're disappointed. I mean, look at Cleveland Brown fans. You know what I mean? You got to respect them, right? No, I don't like Cleveland. I've never been there. I've been to Ohio, but I've never been to Cleveland. And they've never won shit since, they won in the Jim Brown days, but that's all pre-Super Bowl. That was the championship. And they won a lot back then. They were a great team to be reckoned with, but they haven't been good since the 70s started, pretty much. But those fans are true fans. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fans, like the Bronco fans, before they won. They lost a bunch of Super Bowls before they won. They lost 4 before they won 2. So those people are true to their team. The Steelers, I could be another example. We were great in the 70s. In the 80s, we dropped off. We made the playoffs here and there, but we never made a Super Bowl after 1980. For 79, we didn't. But I stayed true to my team. And they sucked. There was Mark Malone and Cliff Stout and all these horrible fucking players. I mean, we just got our ass kicked in certain games, and we made the playoffs, but we were usually one and done. And we made it to the AFC Championship game a couple times in the 80s, but nothing ever panned out, not until the 90s. But I stayed true to my team. So if you're a real fan, you'll appreciate players from other teams. Just because they're not on your team doesn't mean you should hate them. You should respect the fact. I mean, good is good. Right? I mean, that goes for basketball or baseball or football or any sport, really. These are athletes. And people say, and I'm with you with the, oh, man, well, they're millionaires. I mean, they could lose. I mean, there's something right. But they're ask Damar Hamlin, you know what I mean? You can just that quick be close to death. You're putting your body, for the rest of your life, they're going to be in pain, by the way. You're putting your body and your livelihood, your family, everything on the line every week when you're playing that game. These people come. I mean, imagine if you ran back kicks. That's like suicide, man. And people do it. So is it worth $50 million? I don't know. Who am I to judge? how much your body is worth. Whatever. I played high school football and a little bit of college. I mean, my knees are shot and everything. You know, I was more of a baseball player, but I played all sports, soccer, basketball, everything. I tried everything I could. No, there's no script, Raphael. If this is your first time here, you'll know that. Nope, no script. I'm totally spontaneous. I talk about what's on my mind, whether it's movies, music, sports, life, whatever it is, man. It's the way I've been rolling for 30 years behind the mic. Welcome, though, because I don't think I've ever seen you in here before. Nope, don't have a script. We don't even have an engineer tonight. I'm at my home studio. Anyway, so that's pretty much the way. So if you're a true fan, if you really are a fan of the game, a student of the game, which you never stop being, people that played, people that haven't played, whatever it was, you got to respect the fact that some players are good and they're doing the best that they can. They want to win for their team, whether that's your team or not. You know what I mean? Remember that. Like I said, once again, I hated Roger Staub. I couldn't stand him. And the steel curve beat the living shit out of this guy. The guy would not come out of the game. He kept getting back. The guy's bleeding, broken bones, broken orbital bone. You know what I mean? Teeth knocked out, everything sacked, but beat the crap out. He always got back up. How do you not respect that? So you don't have to like them, but respecting people, sometimes you don't have to like them to respect them. It'd be nice to have both, but very difficult. My point being that if you're really a fan of the game and you love football or baseball or whatever the case may be, keep that in mind. Keep that in the back of your mind. They're human beings too, you know what I mean? They just want to win. Coaches want to win, the owners want to win, the players want to win, the fans want them to win. And it doesn't always go your way. Some people are luckier than others. Stay true to your team. That way you can stay true to yourself. Don't be all over the place. All of a sudden, the Rams won the Super Bowl. All of a sudden, here in Jersey, all of a sudden, there was people with Rams flags. I was like, right. I've been living in here for 35 friggin' years in the same neighborhood. All of a sudden, now you're a Rams fan. Come on. Stick true to your team. There's nothing wrong with that. Be true to yourself. That goes with everything in life. Anyway, anybody have some more dad jokes? We had a couple that came in, and I had the lady that was talking in on satellite radio, and she had a pretty decent one, but no, not good enough for a gift card. Sorry. Now, some people wanted to do trivia, and some did not. We kind of strayed away from that tonight because, you know, sometimes it's different subjects and different things going on. You know what I mean? But once again, congratulations to the Vegas Yellow Jackets for winning the Stanley Cup. Congratulations. They're a first-time winner. Also first-time winner, the Denver Nuggets won the NBA championship. They beat Miami. So Miami lost and the Florida Panthers. Well, it was a rough week for Florida teams, but I'm sure Dan Marino can console them. Yeah, I'm going after Marino again on my weekend. So it's both Patriots and a Red Sox fan. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, though, and you got lucky there, Jefferson. Yeah. Yeah, if someone isn't hated by someone, they're not doing something, or they are doing something wrong, right? Just like the other side of that coin, where great teams aren't always great. They're just great when they have to be. The great John Facenda, I've always loved him. People think I have a great voice. That guy was great, like James Earl Jones and John Facenda and people like that. Casey Kasem, they had great voices. How about Morgan Freeman? I mean, I wish that guy could read me like a bedtime story. So these people really have some great voices out there. Some of the people I've worked with over the years in clubs and then on QAM radio and things like that. I mean, they got some good pipes out there, but I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. That is Bernice, right outside of Chicago, Illinois. She is. Mm-hmm. Well, they can't hear you unless they're all coming in through satellite radio. Now we are available on, if you go into YouTube Music, if you have that subscription, some people don't. You can find us under podcasts, even though it's not really a podcast, but you put in the Mean Machine Talk Radio Show. You could get it there. We're working on getting on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, the whole 9 yards. It takes time, people, but thank you for the new subscribers that we have. We got a ton of them this week on YouTube, a lot of followers, and we've posted a lot of things too, a lot of our content with me. We're going to go on the road. We're going to have a lot of fun things that are coming up in the future, and any dimes that we make, we will be giving to charity. I don't do it for the money. I do it because that's what I do. Got to do stuff that's good for the soul. If you have a good dad joke, let me know. Type it in the chat. The chat that's active right now is Twitch TV one and YouTube. Yeah, looks like that's what we got tonight. So if you want to type in the chat, you will. You can talk directly to me. I'm here. All right. Well, while the time is still less. So we'll probably be wrapping up after the next break. But I did promise as a Father's Day bonus, whether you're a father or not, whether you're a son, a daughter, whatever, everybody's had a father at some point, right? So past or present, we salute those fathers. You know what I mean? The date is June 17th, 2023. Tomorrow's June 18th. That's Father's Day 2023. So a happy early Father's Day to all you dads out there. And if you're a good dad and you sacrifice for your family and your children, you put others' needs in front of your own. That's a good father. And that's Father's Days every day for people like that. Same thing with moms, too. Anyway, but like I said, we'll take a break in a few more minutes, but I'm going to give you that bonus. And this is what you've been waiting for, a lot of you, because I mentioned it on Twitter. I mentioned it on TikTok and Instagram. I made some short reels and everything. And it's not just comedy. I do a little bit of everything. But the eternal way, this is my gift, the Meme Machine, to you guys on how to win, how to deal with people that are malcontents, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? They try to bring you down. Whether some people have a hard time with people typing and leaving comments on some of their videos or in the chat in general, or phone calls or emails or whatever. And some people take that very personally. I've been trained to not take that personally. That's years and years of experience, but some people can't do it. So I'm going to help those people. I'm going to help everyone that wants to listen. Free advice, take it for what it is. But if you do this one strategy, you will never lose ever, and it will last forever, because once something is online, right, they say it's there forever. So whether it's a stream, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a video that you're looking at, anything that's live or on the internet, so to speak, it's there forever, right? Good. I want it to be. And once I tell you what to do, this is the way that I do things. I didn't always, and it was right under my nose for my whole life. You know what I mean? I didn't realize it, but this is going to be geared more towards the people that are content creators and people that are on YouTube or Twitch or Facebook, people that are trying to make a name for themselves, whatever they might be doing. You know what I mean? This will help you. It is the ultimate way to win. And I'm going to share that with you right before when I come back from the next break. But you don't want to miss that, whether and that's another thing I wanted to mention, because I get a lot of stuff, mememachine973 at outlook.com. I get a lot of emails, or I'm starting to, I should say. I wanted to let people know, because I know people are coming in on satellite, so you guys can't see it. It says there's 13 people in this room, or on Twitch, there's like 12 people or whatever it is, because it's delayed. But with the satellite feed, you can't see what I see. The metrics come in, the analytics come in the next day or two. Right now, we have a little bit more than 13,000 people listening. So that's pretty amazing. You guys can't see that, but I'm looking. Trust me, there's like a little bubble that pops up and it lets me know, because people are coming in through their phones and their browsers and their tablets and iPhones and Androids. And so that's pretty impressive. It's on PSX Radio. It's on YouTube Music, on the podcast, of course, on YouTube and on Twitch TV. And we are live on Saturdays. Now, you could catch if you miss the show on a Saturday, which I'm telling you, obviously, if you're within earshot or you're watching, you obviously are watching, and you're aware of it. But if you miss it, or you ever want to go back because you missed other ones that you didn't get a chance, or you were busy on a Saturday or whatever, go right on our YouTube channel, Meme Machine, the Meme Machine Talk Radio Show. It's on there, actually. Or you could put in Meme Machine 973. The 973 is our area code. I tell people all the time. It's not because I'm 9 foot tall and 73 pounds and they call me slim. No, that's not what it is. That is North Jersey, Soprano land, baby. This is where I grew up, and more or less is probably where they're gonna where it'll end up for me. But you know what? Until that time, we're still doing stuff. There is new businesses online and brick and mortar, mom and pops mostly is what I'm referring to. They can't afford advertising because it's expensive. It's expensive to do it on cable TV. It's even more on satellite radio or regular AM/FM and band radio. Trust me, it's even more expensive. I know it sounds ridiculous. It is. It really, really is. Trust me on this. So what I'm doing is a fair exchange to help. I'm not asking for money or anything like that. I'm going to be going to different businesses. But if you're listening and you're watching, or somebody refers you to our page, and you catch one of my shows over this particular part, which I'm going to say right now, and you want to do a little advertising, oh, okay, well, Joe and Mary have a new restaurant in Brooklyn, or wherever it could be that you have a new website. You could be in Los Angeles. You could be in Canada, whatever it is. And you would like to get some advertising. You know what I mean? Well, I can tell them, here's his website, here's where it is, here's the address, number 123 Happy Street in, over next door to the college, which is what's the matter you, or whatever it is, whatever you want said. I could do 20, 30, and 45-second spots absolutely free. Won't cost you a dime. The only thing I ask, subscribe to our channel if you want to, but if not, watch some of our content and get the word out. Try to enjoy yourself. That's all I ask. I want to help them. They took a beating, these mom and pops and people that are trying to start businesses, whether it's an online business, you have your own website, or you have a food delivery business, whatever it might be. It doesn't matter. A lot of people will listen to my voice. And as we get bigger and bigger, that's more and more people that it's going out to. And maybe you'll get some traffic to your site. Maybe people will call. Maybe they'll go to your website. Maybe they'll make some. I don't want any piece of that or any money for it. You don't even have to say thank you in exchange for that, because I want to help them. They took a beating during COVID. A lot of companies closed down that they took them 30-something years, blood, sweat, and tears, and their kids don't want to take it over, or they don't have kids, or they can't hack it anymore, and they can't borrow money from the bank, and it's over. And I feel bad for that. So I'm going to do my part as a humanitarian. I like to think myself. I didn't always feel that way, but I am. And I'd like to help out. It helps me because maybe I'll get some viewership, and maybe some people will enjoy the show going forward, since we have a myriad of different things that we talk about, and get some free advertising. You know what I mean? Give you a couple of weeks, couple of shows, couple of 30-second spots. And that's it. All you got to do is check our show out and let people know about it when you get the opportunity to watch. Throw some likes on some of our stuff. That helps us. Or type in the chat, or you know what I mean. Subscribe to our channel. Whatever you feel comfortable doing, that's fine. I'm not doing it for that, and I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it because I want to help. And word of mouth is the best advertising in the world. And maybe I'll get some. There's a really nice guy. They call him the Mean Machine, but he's really not that mean. Shh, don't tell anybody. I want to do that. That's my part on being able to get the word out for you. Even if you get one sale out of it, good for you. Keep 100% of it. My gift to you. You got to help each other in this life. And I didn't realize that way back when. I heard it, but I wasn't listening. And that's what I meant earlier when I said, yeah, you've heard this before, but this time you should listen. So that's what I'm trying to talk about. I'm willing to do that. Drop us a line at meanmachine973@outlook.com, or you can direct message us through our Twitter feed. It's the same handle on everything. It's meanmachine973, whether it's Twitch or Kick. But don't send instant messages, please, people. Don't send instant messages through Facebook or Instagram, because I do not see those all the time. There's like hundreds of them in there, and I haven't even gotten into there to do it. Twitter or email is the best way to get us. Do not type it into one of the chats or something like attach to one of our videos where people make comments, because then the whole world could see it. If you would like to keep that under wraps, I suggest you don't do that. But thank you. Every time someone watches some of our video, like, I don't expect you to watch 3 hours worth of one of our broadcasts. I'm the only one that should have to sit through that. But if you throw us some likes on some of our older videos, or watch a little bit of it, like 30 minutes of this, or 10 minutes out, or 5 minutes out, or you're sitting in the doctor's office and you have nothing to do. Let me see what this lunatic had to say today, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? That helps us, the viewing time and all that stuff. So if you want to help us out, that would be cool. And we'll help you too. Anyway, I'm going to take one more break tonight. And then when I get back, I promise you, people, I'm going to give you that eternal strategy to always win. You will always win if you do this one thing. All right? I'm going to tell you that when I get back. So don't go anywhere. Happy Father's Day out there. It's a little early, but I don't care. Happy Father's Day to all those dads out there, past and present, and the ones that are expecting dads, let's say. You're going to be welcome to the club really soon, so don't go anywhere. You're listening on PSX Radio, New Jersey, and in New York, on Satellite Band, on YouTube Music, through podcast for the Mean Machine Talk Radio Show, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Nope, I don't read off a script. I can barely read. I'll be back in a few. Don't go anywhere. All right, I'm going to change the camera angle. I am back. Now it's nice out, of course. The reason I'm going to change the camera angle It's because I'm going to talk right into the camera, right to you people, to end the show. There we go. I don't know if it's the moment you've been waiting for, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. All right, so I mentioned as a special Father's Day bonus from me, the Mean Machine, to you on what you would do to win and how to make that last forever, to never be able to lose ever again if you do this one strategy. So, 1 second. Yeah, I write notes down, you know. So I thought of different titles. Like I have like a how to go undefeated in life, basically online. But you could apply it, in everyday life, every walk of life, every person. I don't care what country you're from. If you're online and you're on YouTube or any other platform, this will help you. Is it the best advice ever? I don't know if it's the best advice ever, but it's going to be from me to you. So if you make this one change, you will always win. You'll always win if you make this one change. You ready? All right. I mean, it's like saying that you could go undefeated in the game of life. If you consider life a game, and I guess to some people, we're all players, we're all pawns in this one game of life. And I guess the ultimate strategy is to win, right? Well, this will help get you there. All right. So if you do this, you'll never lose. I don't even need this. I'm just going to tell you straight right here. So pay attention. If you're listening on satellite radio, through YouTube Music, on their podcasts, on YouTube, on Twitch TV, and then as people will be watching this as a rerun on our YouTube channel on Mean Machine 973 or Mean Machine Talk Radio Show. The date is June 17th, 2023. It is the eve before Father's Day, 2023. So you have, here we go. Here it is. You ready? And this is my opinion, but I've done it and it works. Apply it as you see fit. It's free advice. My bonus to you for all those fathers and everybody else out there. So here it is. All right. So if you have people, I'll give you an example. Let's say you have a YouTube channel or you're aspiring to be a content creator or anything online where people are interactive with you, where there's a dialogue, whether it's live, like it would be right now, people typing in the chat or people talking to me through the radio band or whatever the case may be. But most of, like, I'll give you an example. There's people that, will post videos and then there'll be, like some thumbs up or some hearts. And I try to get back to everybody. It's hard because there's hundreds of them coming in on different platforms, but I do my best, myself and our people, we do the best that we can to go through. So we're in the middle of an anecdote here. And so this is the way it would work. People will, sometimes they'll give they're opinionated, and that's what it's about. It's not going to always be something that you agree with, but some people take it very, very personally. And what I mean by some people is the people that post a video and then they see like a stupid comment or someone being douchey about something or whatever the case may be. You know what happens? It's a small percentage, but it does happen because some people like to gaslight you. They're baiting you. They want to take you off your game or upset you or get under your skin or whatever. And those type of people that I'm talking about. I get them too. Not that much. I mean, could you just go on there and hit delete? Yeah, you could. But this is how you deal with that type of stuff. This is not negative. This is positive. This is going to help you in life. Apply it as you see fit. If somebody leaves a stupid message or something where it's completely off, an off color comment or some kind of a response to something where they're baiting and that they're trying to get under your skin or whatever, and they're giving you shit. Well, now whether it took them to, let's just say they typed it in there and they left that message there for you. It took them 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, whatever the case may be. They took the time out of their life, no matter what was going on, to put something nasty or something to bring you down or bring your show down, whatever the case may be, just to be a jerk in general. Some people are like that, or they're testing or whatever the case may be. This is how you respond. Yeah, you should respond. You can't ignore everybody forever, because if you do, it only gets worse or piles up or whatever. And you could say to yourself, oh, yeah, I'm going to just forget about it. But a lot of people, it sticks in the back of their head for next time, and it builds up and it pisses them off or upsets them. And don't let that happen. This is what you do. So someone types something nasty or whatever in there, like, oh, you suck, or, you know what I mean? Or I don't like this, or what is this? Or, just the stupid comments that you're going to get in general. This is how you respond. 2 words. You ready? No, they're not. And it isn't Merry Christmas, that's for sure. This is what you type. Thank you. Thank you. No matter what it is, this or that, your mother, blah, blah. Some people go overboard, and some people it's a little bit more subtle. Sometimes it's a veiled threat. Sometimes it's just, passive aggressive bullshit, whatever it might be. Thank you. Type in thank you. You want to know why? Will they respond again or whatever when you put thank you? Yeah, it's possible. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. This is what happens. All right, you put thank you in there because now you own them. I'll explain. They took the time out of their life, time that they will never get back ever again, ever, to leave that message, to leave that nasty comment, to leave that something to take you off your game or anything, just to get under your skin or whatever, or to be just generally just mean, substantiate or not. You know what I mean? I'm not saying if you're out there doing bad things and posting bad shit and everything, you're going to get that kind of reaction. Of course you are. I'm talking about your regular everyday people that are trying their best to do. Maybe they're not good at this or other things that they're trying to do, whatever it is, and they're trying their best. You know what I mean? And they're working through it or whatever. And it's a lot more difficult than you might think. Don't think I'm telling you the truth. Try it sometime. It isn't what it always seems. But this is what you do. You type in, no matter what it is that they put. I don't care what it is. Don't take the bait. Put thank you. Things happen in 3s. Deaths, the Trinity. As far as my family's concerned, we're Italian. You know what I mean? They always had the snifter with the sambuca with the 3 coffee beans. Always 3, not 1, not 2, not 4, 3. It means something. 3s is just the way that this universe works, I guess. If you say thank you, they might send another nasty one to try to get under, because they're going to bypass that or whatever, and they're going to try you again. You know what you put? Thank you. Why? Don't you want to respond and you want to get nasty or tell them off or what? Don't do it. Thank you. Just say thank you. You now own that moment in time. They can never, ever get that time back ever in their life. So for that one encapsulated part of their life in time that they took to send something nasty or whatever it might be, or something that's not above board, whatever it might be, they isolated it to you, right? I mean, they pinpointed you. They targeted you for that particular comment. Whether they think they're right or not or whatever, it doesn't matter. If you put thank you, you will now own them for that particular piece of their life. They can never get it back. It is yours forever. Think about that. So one of 3 things happen. Here's where the 3 things happens. Number 1, they're going to try you again. Once again, you put thank you. Yeah, you could delete it if you want, but this is how this works. So either one of 3 things is going to happen. They're going to do it again and you say thank you again. Now you own them again. Another moment in their time that they can never get back, that now you own them for that moment too. And every subsequent one, every one that follows that, if there is more that follows, and sometimes there is, now you own them again. And again, and it keeps getting worse for them. So one of 3 things will happen. 1, you're going to keep owning them for every moment of time that they can't get back in their life, and it's going to last forever because it's online, right? So for all time, once you and that person are long gone off this planet, that will be there for someone to look at, watch, listen to, whatever the case may be, forever, right? It's on the internet. It's on there forever. Good. You now own them forever once you're both gone. How cool is that? That's the eternal part of it. That's what's going to happen. Number 1. Number 2, they might just say, you know what, I can't get, fuck it. I'm going to leave them alone. I'm not going to send another comment or whatever. I'm not getting the desired effect or whatever the case is. I'm not ripping this person up. They're not taking the bait or whatever. They're going to stop. because they're not getting anywhere with you, right? Which is what you wanted to begin with. So once again, you win because they stop. Or number 3, which unfortunately this happens the least amount of all 3. They're going to realize that they were being douchey about something, or you know what, maybe I shouldn't have said that, or maybe they needed time to process or whatever, and they say, you know what, maybe I should give this guy a chance. Maybe I shouldn't have judged, or maybe I shouldn't have said that comment. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, or something like that. Just kind of like when you got into a schoolyard fight with like a bully or something like that, and you guys fight, and then you end up always fighting and everything, and then all of a sudden you become friends after that because you move on from it, right? You earned each other's respect or whatever, and you move on. That does happen. It did before, and it probably still happens now. So that's the third thing. They might become an ally. They might actually become a friend. I have a lot of friends that we started out as enemies and we couldn't stand each other, and we ended up having some lifelong friends. Sometimes it happens like that. I'm not saying it happens every time. I'm saying it can happen. Those are your 3 things, and that's a win too. So let's review. Number 1, say thank you, no matter what it is that they said, because now you own that part of them forever. That's a win. Number 2, they stop bugging you, or they stop leaving nasty comments or whatever it is. That's a win because they stopped. Number 3, they become an ally or a friend because they realize that what they were doing was wrong, and maybe they were having a bad day, or maybe they were just, you know what, I respect this guy. He's going in, you have to defeat things in life with your mind, not with these. That's not, you don't win a fight, and this isn't a fight. Okay? That's not what this is. This is life. Now, that's for online stuff, but you could apply that in everyday life too. But think about it. It's a win no matter what you look at. A, you're thanking them and you own them for every comment. So if they make 50 comments like that, you own them for 50 times. Number 2 is another win. They stop doing it because they're not getting the desired effect that they tried to do. And now they feel like an idiot. Or number 3, they become a friend. Win, win, win. All 3 of those is a win by simply saying 2 simple words. Thank you. You will now win going forward from this point on forever, because it lasts forever, right? Either you're going to own them forever for every comment, or they stop, or they become a friend. Win, win, win. That is eternal winning. That is life advice. And that is my Father's Day gift from me, the Meme Machine, to all of you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the emails, mememachine973@outlook.com. Following us on Twitter, mememachine973, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, whatever the case may be. Remember what I said and apply it next time. You'll be glad you did. You can thank me later. Drop me a line. Or you don't have to thank me later. Maybe it won't work for you, but I guarantee if you apply it the correct way, don't skip any steps. Do what I said, and you will win forever. Remember what I said. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. Spend some time with your dad if you can. If he's not around anymore, or he's gone, unfortunately, like mine is, you can still wish him a happy Father's Day. Trust me. He hears you. And he knows. Don't take it for granted, man. Life is too short. Pray hard. Pray hard, people. Anyway, we'll be live again, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next Saturday. Check out our videos if you missed any, or you want to go back and throw some likes or make some comments, some nice ones. That would be good. It would be encouraging. Appreciate it. I try to do it and keep it inclusive of everybody. That's what it's about. Sometimes people change as they get older, or maybe some young people. Maybe it's just good advice for human beings, because at the end, we're not going to be here. In 100 years, none of us are going to be here, right? Maybe 50 years, 10 for some others. Every day is a good day. Every day above ground, they say, is a good day. There was a lot of people that didn't wake up this morning. You did. You're already ahead of the game. Keep it simple, people. You'll be a lot happier if you do. Happiness and bliss. Zen. It comes from that. Remember, defeat things with your mind. That's the most powerful tool that you will ever have. Good night from New Jersey. Happy Father's Day. We'll see you next week. Thank you for tuning in. Please catch us on there. Drop us lines. Drop us some likes. Subscribe if that's what you feel like doing. If you want to email us, mememachine973@outlook.com. If you're looking to be a video editor for us. So we're, something like that we could help each other there. If you have a small business or an online business that you're trying to start up, or a fledgling business or something like that, and you need a little you need a little bit of advertising, I'll help you. You have my word. That's the type of guy I am. You have to give to get. Right? Pay it forward, people. And in the immortal words of Jerry Springer, take care of yourself and each other. Good night. Take care. Say a prayer.